Yo, what's good, everybody? Who's ready for some Among Us Pokemon Coachlock gaming? What a banger this song is. Let's see. Let's go. Boom. Okay, we are in the darkness right now. Let's see. Let's see. I guess I can pull up. Boom. We got. I'm so ready. I'm so ready. We are live on YouTube, right? Yeah, okay. Well, welcome in, YouTube viewers, Twitch viewers. Sorry that this is the only thing that I've been streaming lately. I mean, this is fun, obviously. I don't want to say I don't mean to make it sound like I'm not having fun with this. This is obviously extremely fun, but it's also been the only thing I've done for like the past 2 weeks. But welcome in, everybody. Let's see. I guess I'll start the recording here now. The weird thing is with the YouTube, like streaming on YouTube now, oh Jesus, I just got tea all over myself. The worst thing that happens if I don't record is, or if I don't actually record, is that it like ruins my local recording quality. But like, in terms of preserving the YouTube like VOD, it's fine. Give me a second. What a great way to start. Now it just looks like I peed myself. But anyways, so what we're doing, we're back with the Kaizo Coachlock. Whatever we're calling this. But it should be fun. We are hopefully gonna make progress today. We're gonna do Watson. So yeah, so basically what we're doing is I am trying to coach Altrive through a game of Pokemon. However, there are a lot, and I mean a lot, of extra rules that we have to abide by, and you'll see the game. You'll see the game. Hello, too. Welcome in. We're back. Like the second stream in a month. We're doing it. We're doing it. We maybe one day, a pipe dream. I will be on a consistent schedule, and we won't be, you know, crying. But yeah. So it should be fun. Altrive is gonna join call probably soon. I'm not calling him right now, but yeah. So that's what we're doing. I guess I should make sure that Altrive is also live. That is kind of important. Yeah, I have not played. I went out and bought the Switch 2. Haven't even used it. Kind of embarrassing. Haven't even used it a little bit. Okay, Altrive is live, so that's good. That's good. We're both chatting it up. But yeah, you'll see what we mean with the this is we cannot start the stream until we have beaten today's Wordle. So if you've got any good Wordle tips and tricks, I would very much appreciate them. Those will be very important. Those will be very important. But yeah, I guess I'll it's kind of hard for me to explain. It's easier for me to have Altrive because like we're kind of warping the dynamic of the Coachlock, where I'm really only here to provide any semblance of good Pokemon knowledge, because I am mostly in the dark on everything here. I don't know the rules. I don't know the surprises. I don't know the goofs and gaffs that are coming up. It's all a surprise to me. So I am at odds with everything that Altrive is throwing at me. It's very different. We're changing the formula. We're changing the game. But anyways, I will go ahead and give Altrive a call here, and I should probably also route this to
Yo, what's up, Coach Braden?
What's good? Are we gaming?
Yo, what's up, dude? No, right now, no. I'm sitting here with my fucking like thumb on my ass, but I could be gaming.
We should. Honestly, I would even say we should be gaming.
We should.
I would go as far. Yeah, I would go as far as to
say. Are you bossing me around now?
Look, I'm the coach. I you know, what I say goes,
Okay.
obviously.
I think this is how we had set it up previously.
Yes. Yeah, let me
I think
pop
I
that bad boy out.
manage this correctly.
Let me see if it... Okay, yeah, it
Where
looks
is
good
it?
on my stream. And then if I want to... Let's see if I want to...
Because
Boom,
now,
boom, boom.
check
Beautiful.
this shit out. Check this out, chat. Check this out. It's going to blow your fucking mind. Blow your small little brain. 6 of the 37 months. All right. Now I can grab the Wordle and drag it right into place. Oh my god, and I'm a genius. Look at that.
Ho, fancy.
And look at that. I figured it all out.
Fancy. Mine's not nearly that fancy.
Now-
I just toggle your gameplay and then I have a windowed capture that's also very stretched because it has to fit my GBA layout that I have.
Yeah, well, like, and I have it reset back up. Look, the background is all fancy. Look
Someone
at
said,
that.
hold on. Someone just said ban me for no reason, please. So we gotta just.
Well, that's awesome. I
yeah,
just
we
got a
just-
phone call. I should really add the phone call rule.
we have to execute them. They're gone. Wow, that's an OG follower too. They've been following for like 2 years, and now they're gone. They can't.
Look, we got a live preview background where it's fucking. We got Gaussian blurred. We're like,
Oh.
it's fancy.
The blur,
We're
yeah, the
fancy.
blur is fancy. You know, if you have
blur
like
is
the blurred OBS plugins, like it's serious. It
And you
means
know how I do,
business.
and the way I simply did all of this is that this is actually just a crop display capture. that's how I originally did it. Now here's the question: if I hit start recording, does my life crash? Thanks for the 100
Uh-oh.
bits. Spoiler: the Wordle is 5 letters. Now if I hit this, does everything start dying and I lose sense of reality and time? I've dropped 2 frames. I'm dropping 30 frames. I've dropped 70 frames. I dropped 90 frames. I dropped 100 frames. I dropped 116 frames.
Uh-oh.
I dropped 126 frames.
Oh,
I
and
dropped
it
100 we're
just
not
keeps
We're not
going.
recording. We're not recording.
Who needs split audio tracks anyways? You know what I'm saying? Who needs those things?
I say it's already well balanced. Can you talk? I need to balance the audio.
Hey, we're talking. I'm gonna talk in my YouTuber voice. It's a little bit
All right,
louder
you're
than
perfect.
normal. So okay, there we go.
You're
Cool.
perfect. All right. And now the
And
first task
now
of the day.
We Wordle.
We have to do the Wordle.
And now we Wordle. Okay.
And I start with the word horse.
Did we strike out again?
I have some fantastic news. Not a single letter of the word horse is in it. So.
Oh no way. Okay, well.
That's fantastic. That's
So
actually
no R's.
completely and
Man, there's so
wonderfully
many
useless.
so many E's and R words that I want to throw out
That
there.
does knock out so much stuff. There is that classic start where you say like "I do" or something like that, like I'm getting married.
Yeah.
I don't know
So
how to
not-
spell that word. I've tried it.
Well, don't
tried
try it
doing
now
it.
because it does have an R. I can confirm.
There's definitely not an R.
No R's.
There's no R. I don't know why you said there's an R in it.
I said there's no R's. We definitely don't.
Oh,
There's an
no
R. There's an R in Mary is what I was saying. That's why we don't want to use that
Oh.
word. Yeah.
I was gonna say I don't know how to spell the word "I do," the one that uses like 3 vowels.
There we go. Not in word list. All right. Well, just keep trying.
gummy.
Keep trying.
I've now done the word gummy. There's a Y. It ends in a Y.
Okay.
I have some fantastic news.
Ends in
We
a
might be
Y.
so
There's no
fucked.
H. I bet there's got to be like a P, like something P. Like there's no O. There's no
There's
P.
probably an A somewhere.
Oh yeah, that's
It's
how I thought
definitely
I
not the
spelled
word
it.
happy, but we could try the word happy.
Yeah.
I'll try the word happy. Okay,
Uh,
so there's no H or P, but there is an A and a Y.
So we
it's
got-
blank A, blank, blank Y. So now we just get to sit here and guess
something.
with our heart's content.
Oh, hey, dude, I can't.
Hey!
I just apparently when I stopped streaming, I just forgot how to drink tea. I've spilled it on myself like 2 times. I don't even know how that's possible. It's not even like it's close to being full. I don't know how this
and
keeps
that's-
happening.
And that's fucking soul, and that's talent, and we applaud you for
Yeah.
your work.
Great work over here. I also
Now,
don't have
what the
any music
fuck?
playing.
What the fuck is the word? Is it
Uh,
nanny? Is it wanny? Is it tanny? Is it
Tanny.
taffy? It could be taffy.
Is there? Yeah, it could be. I definitely think. Yeah, it's gonna be You lock. How about I'll lock in Taffy for us. We can try
you
that
lock in
one.
Taffy.
Oh,
If
it's
not
Taffy. Good call. I'm a
Taffy?
genius.
Holy
Look at that.
shit! How did I guess that?
I'm undefeated at Wordle.
How did I guess Taffy? Why did I just was saying a bunch of.
Just
you know why
off
I
the
thought
dome.
Taffy? This is gonna be fucked up logic. All right.
Yeah.
I was thinking about how do I fit Luffy in here at all, and I was thinking of Rubber.
That's the
and then
closest.
Taffy
Yeah.
Taffy is kind of like.
That's
it's like gum gum.
If you think about it, today's word was just Luffy. Like I think
about it.
Yeah, I think we can.
And now
confirm.
I start the 30-minute timer.
Let's see. Boom. There we go.
And now I start my 30-minute timer. I load up my fucking my little silly rule book. Open up my Twitch chat. Oh my god. We're playing the game.
Whoa, and then we start gambling again.
Are you so excited? And
welcome
you know
back.
And I'm down.
These are just
so awesome.
Pokemon gambling streams.
Perfect.
Uh-oh, yeah.
Says the stream started.
Nice.
Why can't I open this suddenly?
Do you still have
This
the?
was funnier in my head until I couldn't fucking open it.
Fumbling the execution.
Did I forget?
I'm drinking a kombucha. That's my alcohol for the day. That counts.
Why can't I open it?
Is this the famous Sean Combs alcohol?
Listen, and shout out Sean Combs. You know he's a real one.
Thank you. You earned me $20 for banning me for no reason. There you go. Congrats.
Everyone, Shikawa is taking a nap after a delicious day. What does that mean? I can't open this. I literally had it opened a second ago, and now I can't open it.
The purpose of this run is to
This was harder than playing Among Us.
coach all tribe to beat a game of Pokemon.
110 and then taking a shot.
But there are a lot of rules, and the Pokemon all look like Among Us characters. That's what we're doing. So I am at a I'm disadvantaged as the coach.
Anyways,
we'll say.
It's time to It's time to play. It's time to play the game.
Well, are we playing the game? Is it gym time? We're for like the first time in months we're doing a gym.
Maybe years. Are you ready for the gym?
All right, let's do it.
Are you sure?
I hope so.
We're gonna need a fucking stopwatch for this, bro. I'm gonna be straight honest with you.
Oh no.
Because we've enabled the rule, guys. A new rule has been unlocked.
Uh-oh. Gym 3.
That's right. It's a gym rule. It's Gym 3. Gym 3's rule is, drumroll please, you are not allowed to move right when any hand on the clock is an even number.
When any hand on the clock is an even number. I'm really glad that we I'm glad we started this.
Wait, Nessa, now I'm looking at Nessa. Hold on. So now I'm looking at a clock here.
We might have we might have wanted to start the stream a little earlier, I think. I think we maybe delayed the stream a little too long, in fact. Okay, who wants to gamble for 35 minutes? Woo-hoo-hoo! Yeah, let's go gambling, baby. It was all just a ruse to get you guys to watch us gamble for 35 minutes. Okay, how about we what if we can utilize this time? What if we like grind up some of our guys or something, you know?
Okay, I'm down.
We don't have to gamble. Let's like,
no,
you know,
we don't have to gamble.
Let's do a little recap of our you know, just for any new viewers, let's go through our team. Let's show off what we're working with.
Yeah. Is there anything in our box?
I don't think so.
I have some big news. We have absolutely fucking nothing. We've killed it all.
We don't even have dead Mons. That's the craziest part.
Oh yeah, no, this is cooked.
Oh man. Good news, based on the Bulbapedia walkthrough, we are on part 5 of 19, just to give us a... We are halfway through part 5.
What does that mean? What does the Bulbapedia walkthrough even mean?
It's just like a frame of reference for how much of the game we've completed so far.
We're 9 of 15. We're like halfway done.
We're 5 of 19.
Oh, 5 of 19, so we're
like
halfway done.
We're like 20. Yeah, we're like 25% of the way done.
Yay!
Clap it up. Clap it up for 25%.
25%.
Let's go. Let's go. You
Anyway,
love to see
so we
it.
have Erm.
Yep, we have
We
Erm.
have ...
Honestly, we have... Yeah, we have that
Carol.
guy. We should try and get a
And we have
Gyarados. Let's use this time to try and get a Gyarados.
Okay, so how do you plan on doing that? What's the
Okay,
strategy?
so I say we do a little bit of
Erm.
I think we throw the I think let's I want to get both of them up. So let's throw the EXP share onto Tail, and then once Tail gets to a high enough level, then we can like train both of them at the same time, basically.
Right. Oh, I have to ping my Discord. Hold on.
Aside from names and sprites, are these standard Pokemon? Yes. Yeah, it is. If you have good enough Pokemon knowledge, it is just vanilla Emerald outside of that. So like earlier we found a Magnemite. I mean, I knew that the trainer had a Magnemite, but it also had like the crazy spin intro animation that Magnemite has.
This thing, item.
Yep. Take that bad
shit.
boy. Yeah.
Tail.
Yes.
Item. Give. And then what we do is we go
all the way down.
Where am I?
Yeah.
All the way down.
Boom.
XP share.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Bam. Tail has it now. So now what do we do?
So now we should probably heal Erm. So let's definitely not mess up Mario 1-1. First things first.
Personally speaking, never done that. Never fucked up a Mario
I don't think
1-1
either of
in
us
my
ever
life.
have, actually, which is kind of insane.
Never fucked up a Mario 1-1 in my life.
Okay, it's like it scares me when it's oh my god, it's so loud.
Chat, ignore the fact that it says fucking game over. Okay, that's
that one
irrelevant.
doesn't count. Okay, let's be careful. It's just Mario 1-1 after all. We don't want to hit the Goombas. It's so loud for me. I don't think people can hear it.
Oh hey Joe, what did Brayden do wrong to make the worst Coachlock ever?
We don't talk even talk about. Like, I'm gonna get some extra coins, you know. I'm gonna get. Oh, yo, we got the coins. Okay.
Hey Joe. Okay, I beat Mario 1-1.
All right, I'm almost done. Remember when I didn't take the shortcut the first time we did this?
How have you not finished?
I told you I was grabbing all the coins. I wanted to.
Oh,
I wanted to be
taking
all
your sweet time, man. You might as well be brushing your teeth while you're doing this. Anyways, Joe, how are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. We're playing my Coachlock, Joe. In case you're curious about what's going on right now,
awesome.
we can't. I'm explaining this. We cannot continue our gym because the gym says you're not allowed to move right when any hand on the clock is an even number. So we can't do the gym.
So now we're gonna go.
Well,
we just gotta. It's gonna be 30 minutes. It'll breeze by. It'll go by in no time.
By the way, did you beat Mario 1-1?
Yeah, I beat 1-1. We can heal.
Okay, I can heal.
Yep.
Bad fucking ass. Truly,
didn't even try the gym without moving right. That is true. We did not.
So you're good. I didn't ask for your permission, but thank you.
Someone said we didn't try the gym without moving right.
That's true. Here we go.
Wait. We could get soft. Wait. We might get soft locked. Don't. It's a bait. It's bait. Because if we go left, then we can't go right, and then we can't exit the gym. So. So let's just hold down.
No, you definitely. I'm now looking at the gym right now. You definitely can't beat the gym without going right.
Okay, you confirmed. It's confirmed. So let's go over to the left, and then let's go
left?
Yeah, let's go grind in that grass.
Yeah, we can go left.
We've already cleared all the trainers here, so we got nothing to worry about.
True, as per the rules.
Per the rules. Look, there's just a bunch of stupid little grass and bug types that we can annihilate with Erm.
And thank God for Erm.
Thank God for Erm.
Now,
so
if only we could catch one of these Pokemon, you know?
If only. If only we could catch an Oddish. Oddish has, like, eluded us for so long now. Okay, Tail's already level 10. I think once we get Tail up... Let's see. I mean, we get Wing Attack at 13. I think once we get Tail up to 13, we can just throw Tail into the lead and then start training both of our guys at the same time.
Okay.
This is diabolical.
I'm thinking about how I had an entire rule specifically to getting your Ralts, and then the Ralts died to just.
It died so early on.
Rule. It didn't even die in a fight, bro. It died to the fucking catch a Pokemon, die in the 5th slot. It just got sniped.
That was a sad day. This looks sus.
Awesome
it's sus.
It was an awesome day because I felt miserable and I wanted to die and I was sad.
You want to explain what you did to the people that don't know?
One of the rules was on Route 102 you had to catch a Ralts. And then there's another rule that says if you catch a Pokemon in the fishing minigame, the Pokemon in the 5th slot is a guaranteed death. It just kills it. And, whoopsies.
we need to get, like... It's so hard for us to get in theory, it would be so nice to just have a sacrificial lamb that we could always have in that slot. But we just don't even have 6 Pokemon most of the time. Like, we just don't even have enough.
We just can't catch them because we're just so bad at Minesweeper.
Somehow. I mean, the one stream it made, you were heavily inebriated, which I think was really hindering our ability to...
What went wrong in the last one?
Nobody knows. It could never be confirmed.
I think what went wrong last time was that I was just a fucking idiot. Use Minesweeper on your phone. I think that's the answer. Is we had to start grinding Minesweeper.
Yeah.
I have to just on my free time just get really good at Minesweeper.
I think that's true. Yeah, let's do that.
Well, that doesn't. But I'm spending but then I can't use my time reading Descartes.
Well, how committed you are this Coachlock?
I just finished reading In the Words of the Buddha. It took me way too long to read it, but to be fair, I was homeless for a month, so that probably would help delay the reading of it.
That could do it. that would probably do it.
And so I'm on my next book by René Descartes. Yes, exactly. I've now started my new book for the first time in fucking like 3 months.
Look, you're doing better than me. I haven't read anything since college.
That's so fair. Why would you willingly read Descartes? I don't know. What do you want from me? I wanted to read.
Is that a Berserk shirt? Yeah, it says the wolf howls, but the hawk tuas. It's an awesome T-shirt.
What is this mod?
What mod? This is Pokemon Emerald.
This is Pokemon Emerald. This is Pokemon Emerald. There is no mod. Thanks for the 43 months.
We're getting so many good attack EVs from these Poochyena that I think are Poochyena.
I forgot Poochyena was a Pokemon. If I can be completely honest with you, it processed to me that is what we're killing.
Get them.
Did you buy this copy of Pokemon Emerald at the garage sale? I actually bought it in your mother's house.
Got him.
And chat start clapping, and chat start clapping, and chat start clapping.
Too bad we didn't get the 1% Volbeat encounter here. That would have been pretty awesome, pretty sick.
And what would that do?
I think Volbeat's kind of a cool guy. I could be like, whoa, that's Volbeat.
Could this be a Volbeat?
This is a
Volbeat.
It could.
Have you thought about that? That might be a Volbeat.
Could even be a Volbeat
for maybe a second, maybe a month, maybe a second.
Could even be a Volbeat, except that they're 100% male, so that was probably the other one. That was probably the girl version. Yo, we're 13. Okay.
Illumnos.
All right, now this is where we just take it over peck.
What?
It's just a straight upgrade.
What?
Illumis, thanks. I do know the name of that Pokemon. I'm the Illumis' #1 believer. I'm the #1 defender. So yeah, now take the
Persona 5. Yes.
Yeah, so take that and then give it to Carol.
It's so funny because like I can look at a lot of these other Pokemon names and I'm like, that makes sense. Tailow's called Taillow. ... and those ones make sense. The one that's been throwing me off the most is why is that one named Carol?
Why is it named Carol?
Why is the Magikarp named Carol? What happened there?
We should have done some VOD review. We needed some VOD review.
What happened to it being called Carol? Why is it named that?
Oh no, we're getting Charmed down? You're kidding me. This is why
And we
Illumis is
lose,
the GOAT.
And the game is over.
And now we don't even 2-hit KO this.
And we
Okay,
don't even
well,
3-hit KO it,
maybe
'cause we're gonna be here
Tail
for
needs some
months,
more
maybe
time in
years.
the oven.
No. We got this.
Yeah. We gotta believe. We gotta believe. It never moonlights twice in a row. Look, it's gonna be some juicy experience. We just gotta crit. Come on, wait. This is let's focus energy here. Let's take a turn to focus energy.
Wait.
Okay, we
Use
just
tackle this time.
don't click moonlight, please, for the love of God.
Well, it would never do it.
Oh,
3 times in a
beautiful,
row.
beautiful.
And ladies and gentlemen,
Now watch this.
Just like that, we win. And
Now
me
watch
whip and
this
watch me
EXP.
nay-nay.
Ooh, juicy, juicy. All right.
Chad, I'm 1 year into my current ascension level on Cookie Clicker, and I can't get past 4.5 quadrillion prestige points need. Someone need help.
Skill issue.
So what you do is you uninstall the game, and why? Have you ever read like a book? You ever read Meditations? Ever read Meditations of the First Philosophy? Bit conflicted right now because on one hand, Among Us is an awesome and epic, but on the other hand, the source of the artwork is in a mod drawn by a guy who's an unpleasant individual. Okay, but here's the thing: it was all made to make fun of him, so that's the point.
Well, let's just point and laugh at that guy. That guy sucks.
The whole point of this specific Among Us sprite was that he got really mad anytime someone pointed out Among Us's artwork and he didn't like it. Do you think? No. Therefore, I'm not.
Tails getting so strong, so powerful.
Tails is getting so trolled.
Tail
They're
is
getting trolled.
Well, these are going to be turning into one shots in no time.
Don't worry, in fucking months, maybe years.
Yeah, well, eventually we're getting a 2-for-1.
Bro, this is fucked up. I had one shot, and I had a chicken bake today, and why do I feel the shot so hard already? I don't even feel like fucked up, but I can just feel it, you know?
So all you've had is a chicken bake? I say we run from this. I don't want to 1v1 the Meryl. I don't like our odds here against anything that's not green. I say we run away from.
That's not what?
Anything that's not a green Amogus, let's run from.
Green.
What are the odds we find another
blue?
shiny? We could find another shiny in this this run that actually catch it. Does color equal
Dude,
type?
I hope
Mostly.
So. I hope we catch a Pokemon, and on our wheel we get the thing that says we have to catch it. We have to shiny hunt it, and then we are fucked. For
Honestly,
100 years.
I would love that. I hope that's our victory road encounter. Honestly, I hope our victory. I hope the last encounter of the entire game is that.
That would be so funny. We just sit there forever. I hope our last encounter is the one that just says kill it instantly.
But surely by the time we're in Victory Road, we're gonna have like such a healthy box, and
something.
And we're gonna be we won't even need that last encounter, honestly.
Anyway, somebody said chicken bake is good, but it's no box combo. That has got to be the most useless statement I think ever written in Twitch chat.
You're not a Canes fan?
No, I love Canes. That's just a useless statement.
Oh. Two things can be good.
Yeah, the chicken bake is good, but it's no A5 Miyazaki Wagyu. Like, oh, okay, thanks.
To be fair,
right.
I think
Fuck
chicken
it.
bake and the box are on more of a similar playing field.
It's just like, what? Two things can't be good at the same time? It has to be one or the other.
Look, everything on the internet
locust
has
steak
to
and
be
my
at
chicken
odds with
bake.
each other. We cannot have unity on the internet. We always have to find a reason to argue with each other.
That's just true. Listen, I'm a Canes believer. I'll go as far as to say that if somebody told me Canes is bad and it's only good with the sauce and that makes it bad, I want to take them to a fondue place, and anytime they try to put the cheese inside the fondue, I slap their hand over it. And I say, no, you eat it raw.
This is how it goes.
Well, that's what I'm saying. All of the Cane's menu is designed to be dipped in the sauce. So if you're just not dipping in the sauce, you're just eating it wrong.
They do. I mean,
So-
it's called the Cane's sauce after all. So like obviously.
So like if I go to Cane's with some fucker and they're just like, oh, it's not good, like it's bad chicken because it's unseasoned, it only tastes good in the sauce, I'm gonna take them to a fondue place, and anytime they try to use the fucking fondue, I'm gonna slap their hand. I'm gonna say, no, you can't do that. Do we keep grinding, or do we play another Mario 1-1?
I think we're good. I think we're good until we run out of wing attacks. We should be faster than
course.
everything, so we can just run away from the non-green ones. Once we get to like level 15, we should start one-shotting most of these, I think.
What about the Caniac combo? Are you the reincarnation of Socrates? Dude, Socrates is so funny. That guy makes me laugh so hard, because if you like really boil it down, Socrates was like that little 3-year-old. You know how when somebody goes like, you know when the 3-year-old goes, but why? But why? But why? Socrates was just like that, but he was a 70-year-old man, and he annoyed everyone in Greece so hard, they all went and got together, and they said, all in favor of him killing himself, say aye, and all of Greece said aye, and he killed himself. And I think that's really funny.
Okay, we definitely want to run from this one, because I don't trust the little Talo.
He was, and Socrates was so funny, because why did that happen? I think it's even funnier that he annoyed Greece so hard, all of Greece decided, you know what, we should kill this guy. He should go kill himself. And he just said, well, if the people say it, then so be it. And so he did it.
What's a beefy amogus?
Brayden is not engaging at all with Greek philosophy.
Look, I'm out here. I'm locked in. I'm focused on my job as a coach. I don't deviate.
That is literally what happened to Socrates. It is. They said, kill yourself. And he said, sure. And he did it. They gave him the option to leave. They said, you could either exile and leave Greece forever or kill yourself. And he said, well, the people want it.
I ain't leaving.
It's like my second favorite philosopher that everybody like glazes. That's why I have him as a magic card. I have him as one of my magic cards. I have Socrates,
oh,
the
shoot.
Athens teacher.
I didn't know you were so knowledgeable on this topic.
It's true. Number one, my favorite like philosophy glaze is have you ever heard of the philosopher what's his fucking name? Fucker in the barrel. Guys, who's the barrel guy? Diogenes. You ever heard Diogenes? He's awesome.
I don't think so.
Diogenes is like the invention of like, bro, like you don't need materialistic things to be happy, you know? You know how PewDiePie did that whole thing where he got robbed, and instead of being like, damn, I lost all my shit, he made like a 15-minute video talking about philosophy, and then he started sitting on the floor for like a year. Do you remember that?
I like I'm not a PewDiePie connoisseur. I've consumed very little PewDiePie content over the course of my life.
He got robbed, and he, instead of like being like, damn, I lost my shit and that sucked, he made a video about Diogenes, the philosopher, and talked about how all he did was lived in a barrel, and he was happy. And that convinced PewDiePie to get rid of his desk and his chair, and so for like a year of PewDiePie content, he would just be sitting on the floor, like the great Greek philosophers. And one of the great things about specifically one of the things that Diogenes has said that makes him so cold-hearted and everyone claps is that when Alexander the Great had came up to Diogenes, because Diogenes was just so chill, they were like, he was like, I can give you anything you want in the world. What do you want? And he told Alexander the Great to get the fuck out of my way because you're blocking the sun. Which is hard as shit.
Oh man.
And the lesson here, the lesson here that most people take is, what the fuck? Why is he doing that? Anyways, what most people take the lesson of is that you don't need material possessions to be happy and blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's really funny because they ignore everything else about him, which is that he would piss on people when they walked by. He would just start peeing on them. and he would go into plays and just start jerking off. And
Yeah, it's you don't need material possessions to do that. So
no, that's what I'm saying, and it's like it's really talented. I'm like, wow, dude, I see those kinds of philosophers every day. They're called the homeless people on the street. Like, that guy outsped me and I almost died.
That is a
He outsped me and I almost died.
Okay, let's switch out into let's switch out into here.
But I just think it's so funny because it's like, wow, and that's philosophy, and then you start looking at it and you realize actually all the Greek people are kind of insane. It reminds me of Archimedes died because he wanted to draw circles. Dude, it's awesome. There's like so many people where they're like, wow, they did such great things, but why this? I love Plato. To this day, people can't agree whether or not he was serious or trolling. That's what I'm saying. Like, Diogenes is just like, that guy was essentially just like a homeless guy that everyone was popping off over.
That feels like the thinkers, you know? We're so we don't have, these new generations, we don't have the thinkers because there's just too much stuff to do. We're too preoccupied with technology.
There's too much thinking to be had.
No, there's not enough thinking. We need to be thinking more. Back in the day, that's all they could do. People, like, what else were you to do besides think?
Listen, and like, and just to say, no shade to the homeless people. It is just funny that Diogenes is essentially just a fucking tweaker. Like, he was just sitting there jerking off and pissing on people. Like, what is going on?
I'm gonna embrace the.
I also think it's funny. I'm gonna play Mario 1-1. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I'm gonna play Mario 1-1 too.
I also really like that. You know, it's like. It's so fun to see like great thinkers of our time, and then like
it's so laggy.
Other things.
It's legitimately so laggy.
Well, you have to be nice. Like if you think about it, like Nikola Tesla, he invented AC energy and was trying to make cars that could charge wirelessly. And he invented the Tesla coil and the long form electricity. And he also wanted to marry a pigeon.
You guys don't understand how laggy it is. It's like insanely laggy. I'm having to explain how laggy this version of Mario 1-1 is. There's like a full half second of input. Sometimes the inputs just don't even come out. All right, Mario 1-1 has been defeated. We're good. We're good.
Fuck yes, but I think it's funny. Like that bro invented like the most revolutionary version of electricity of all time. Tried to make fucking electric cars.
Yep.
He tried to make electricity that could be sent wirelessly, and also he wanted to marry a bird. He had a pigeon he loved. He wanted to marry it.
Look, I mean, love works in mysterious ways, you know.
You know what? That's the fact of the matter.
That's how it goes.
And that's what's so beautiful about love.
We can probably mess up these. We can mess up these. Now that we have a little more health, we can try
the Poochianas now?
Yeah, those juicy attack EVs are calling my name, so I just want to see. I want to see how well we can do. Yo, what's good, Jacob? Jacob said, "What the fuck is this?"
Well, it's Among Us.
The greatest Nuzlocke of all time? You mean?
Well, it's Among Us, and it's a Coachlock.
It's finally happening again after so long. We didn't tell them about the rule where we have to take like 9 months off and then come back.
Well, that's an important rule of it. That was actually the hidden rule.
The hidden rule that we didn't tell anybody about until right now.
The hidden Roblox rule.
Yeah, so Jacob, the current rule for Watson's gym is that we cannot enter the gym, or if we enter the gym, we cannot go right if there is any hand on the clock that is on an even number. And we started at right around 10 o'clock my time, 8 o'clock Pacific time. So we've had about an hour of time to kill.
We got like 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's
got
okay.
10 more minutes, and then we can attempt the gym.
We needed to do some grinding anyways, so it all worked out in the end. Look at this. Look at our Taylor was level 9 before this escapade. Look at how strong it is now. We might not need it for the electric type gym, but
it's sweet. Such an awesome rule, dude, and it's awesome. It's a good rule, and I don't know who made it, but they should get a pat on the back.
We have to be really locked in. We have to be really locked in.
And they should get $100 and a gift card to Chili's.
Super chat, primers. Where are we at? Oh, he's howling. Look
All
at this
right,
guy.
Brayden, drop me the facts right now.
Yep.
You're sitting down at a wonderful, beautiful diner. All
Uh-huh.
right. They hand you that beautiful plastic laminated menu.
Yep.
All right. What are you ordering at Chili's?
I'm putting the menu down and I'm walking out of the. I'm exiting the premises.
Why?
I'm wondering how I ended. I feel like I must have been drugged to end up in a Chili's. I'm
what
like
is wrong with
waking
being
up.
at a
I'm like,
Chili's?
whoa, where am
And
I?
what is wrong with being at a Chili's? What are you beefing with here?
I will say, I have had very few like really poor experiences in restaurants. Chili's is the worst among them. Like, it was the worst.
It's been 30 minutes.
Uh-oh. It's captures.
I gotta do a
Captures. I believe in you.
3N6J6. All right, beautiful.
Cool. Is it the same captures every single time?
What? Stop asking questions. You're making me scared.
We just need the 9-hour stream.
Wait, so you mean like so far statistically, every time you've walked into a Chili's, there's like a 50% chance that you're walking out like with a hospital bill as well?
Well, I've never been hospitalized by any food, so that would take the cake if something like that were to happen. But it was just like
fair.
Awful food. My server was terrible, and they charged me for the stupid games on the little tablet. I did not even click on those. I was just trying to check out, and then all of a sudden I have to pay like $3 for these stupid shitty games that are there for like preschoolers.
Did you at least play one
for
round
iPad
of Peggle?
kids.
Did you at least play one round of Peggle?
No, because I didn't notice it until after I'd already paid. So it was too late.
It was too late to play the Peggle?
It was too late to play the Peggle.
Okay.
I was trying to get out of there as fast as I could. It was genuinely
it's such a shame.
I used to eat at Chili's quite a bit when I was a kid, and I could never find anything that I liked to eat there. I always just disliked everything that was on the menu. And then this time in particular, I just had some random burger, and it was just horrible. It was one of the worst burgers I've ever had.
Bro, you're not eating at Chili's, bro. You're eating at the local dumpster down the street.
It might as well have been. That's what I think of when I see Chili's.
That's fucked up.
Yo, take care, Luke. See ya.
I don't have that much emotion tied to a Chili's, so I actually don't care that much.
Look, if you wore these scars, you would feel the same way. Trust me.
So you're telling me you wouldn't even eat a Presidente marg? Like you sat down, you're not even taking like the $6 margaritas?
Nope. I don't
Really?
drink. What incentive is there for me to go to?
Life. What an absolute useless life.
Yeah.
Oh, son of a bitch.
I'm never gonna be coerced by. I'm never gonna be persuaded by any form of alcoholic discounts, because that's just those just go to waste on me. I'm not even partaking.
But you get no coconut margs,
Nope.
no Presidente margs.
Nope.
You think Joe Biden orders them himself?
Look, Joe Biden he's built different. I couldn't.
He loves those Presidente margs. Does Brayden even drive? Yeah, how do you even drive? You have a car?
I must just be a really bad driver. I don't know.
You must be a really anxious driver at all times. You must be so scared.
I'm just constantly at fear for my life.
I could not imagine living that life. Just an absolute terrifying
Life with no
existence.
alcohol in no alcohol coursing my veins.
Well, just driving with no alcohol coursing your vein. Like, you would just be so anxious at all times, you know? You'd
Hitting the
just be
gym.
so nervous.
Yeah. Most things I do in my life, I feel like would probably be enhanced if I was just constantly chugging alcohol.
Now you just sound like Seth Rogen. You sound like Seth Rogen with weed, bro. In any interview, they're like, "Do you smoke weed?" And he goes, "Yeah, it's fucking awesome. Are you high right now?" And he's like, "Fuck yeah, dude."
Don't doubt it.
Like, I love weed, man. You know.
That sounds accurate.
And now he has his own little pottery company where he sells weed products.
What a great usage of pottery knowledge.
Well, you know what I say? That guy has so much more money than me, so maybe he's onto something.
Yeah, clearly he's doing something right.
Clearly it's not the weed fucking stopping him, bro. He's got fucking dollars.
Look at how far Tail has come. Look at how far Tail has come. We could barely even We couldn't even 2-hit KO these before. We couldn't even outspeed and 2-hit KO these Loomies before, and now
look
at us.
Watson gym.
We should. These wing attacks would go a little crazy into that Magneton. Is this meme Pokemon? This is real Pokemon.
This is just Pokemon Emerald. I don't know why everyone's asking these like stupid questions
I know.
for stupid idiots.
I'll pull it out of my Game Boy and show you right now. If I was the one playing, but I'm not the one playing, so.
That's true. So instead, here's a plushie of Combi.
Yo, a female one even.
That's what? How the fuck can you tell that?
You don't know? You don't know the tell? You don't know the tell?
The fucking you got the tell on the fucking.
Wait,
plushie?
I feel like you wanted the male Combi. Did you buy the wrong one?
I don't think I bought this shit, bro.
Aren't you a male Combi guy?
I didn't buy. I don't. Can you read this text? I did not buy this shit.
I cannot read what that says.
This shit says fucking Megurumi.
Nui Gurumi.
Yeah.
It is a Nui Gurumi. I can that much is true.
This shit came from fucking Japan.
The land of the rising sun.
The land of the rising Combi. Wait, that's crazy. There's a male and female. Wait.
I thought you were like a Combi guy.
The females have the little head.
Yeah, I'm kind of shocked that you.
Sometimes I just be autopiloting. You know.
That's fair.
I just look at the reality is I go look at the top left and I see the sign and that's it.
You just look for the mark. The mark that's not on the head but in the game. The game will tell you if it's male or female, so like.
Wait, that's crazy. Could you imagine going to like fucking buy a Pokemon plushie? You have to sit there sorting through like hundreds of them to try and find the male one.
it's shiny hunting plushies. That would be a funny bit. They should do that.
They should. The variant one. Well, don't they do that with Dittos anyways?
With Dittos? What do you mean? Like they've hid Ditto plushies?
Yeah, don't they have at Pokemon centers like you can have a big old pool of like the Pikachus, and then in the middle of the Pikachus there's like one with the Ditto face in it. Isn't that something that they?
That
really
I
do?
don't know. That would be cool though. Uh-oh.
Can you teleport any gender in Pokemon? Well, gender is a social construct, so no. But Pokemon sex, probably. Pikachu has that thing.
Pikachu does have
on the tail.
He does have that thing on him.
The tail is different on the female one. I invented sex. Was this a lyric from fucking Kanye West and Jay-Z's Otis? I invented swag. Popping bottles. Putting supermodels in the cap.
Inventing swag that is a resume. You put that at the top of your resume.
That's what I'm saying. You put that whole song on the top of your resume.
Yeah.
You know what? I have some big news for you. It just hit 9 o'clock.
Yo. All right, let's do it. Do we just send it? Do we even need to heal? Yeah.
No, probably not. We can just do this.
I think we just All right, so. So yeah, we need like the clock.
Yeah, I need like a clock on screen.
Let's just like a real-time clock, I guess, or something. Time.is, the exact time. Cool. Okay, so we have to go in like 1 second intervals.
Now you're figuring out this, Jim. Now you're starting.
Well, this isn't too bad. It's only right though, so we can move. It's only right inputs every other second, so this shouldn't be too bad. And let's see.
Okay, I got the timer on screen.
Okay.
All right. So we want to go into this. Oh my god, that's a fucking double battle.
Yeah, we don't want to.
We can talk.
We don't even need. Wait, do we have to fight? Is that a rule that we have to fight every gym leader or gym trainer? I don't remember. I feel like it's not. I don't remember doing it in the other gyms. Like in Brawly's gym, I don't remember.
It is not a rule.
Okay. So we can do this a lot more simple.
I just accidentally flashed all the rules on screen. We'll just ignore that.
I didn't see them, so
that's okay. Just
it's all good.
That. I just realized
no
that it was
spoilers.
on the same window as the
Okay,
clock.
so let's go underneath the button. So if we go down 1, we want to talk to this guy, like, so avoid the button. So we want to go right. We want to go right
Well,
1, 2, 3
now.
tiles. Yeah. But whenever we can go right, we want to go right 3 tiles, and then we want to walk up. And actually,
Okay.
no, we'll need to do right again, but that's okay. But there's not that many rights that we have to make in this gym, which is the good thing. So yeah, we'll just wait out this minute.
This is a talented rule I wrote. Actually, just
Wait,
a waste of my
the zero is. Can we
Zero's
move
not
with
an
the
even
0?
0 is not an even number.
Can be divided by 2.
Okay, I just googled it. 0 is it does say 0 is an even number.
All right, so now we are soft locked in here. Hell, we might as well fight these 2 trainers. We might as well just get some. We might as well just get some experience.
Now that I've googled it, mathematically 0 is an even number. So you know what? Maybe I should have waited a little extra longer.
It's okay. This is some good.
But we're here for the next 7 minutes.
Good testing ground. Let's just make sure we don't run out of mud shot PP. That's the main thing. Uh-oh. What a Mogus will be coming in.
That's really smart of me, actually.
That's
but
true.
Technically, it's 03, which is odd. But there's a wait, no, because 0 is not a place on the clock.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, if we're looking at the face of a clock, that's a good point. Well, now it's 4. So. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Well, now we have to wait a minute. Anyway.
Okay. Okay. If it's hands on a clock, right?
It does say if any hand.
Okay. Well, now now we just have to wait like 45 seconds. Yeah, it's fine.
This is such a stupid fucking rule.
I will say, much easier than winning a game of Fortnite or taking down Mike Tyson in Punch-Out. I much prefer waiting a minute rather than bashing my face against Mike Tyson over and over again.
Well, if you like rules about bashing your head against things, let me tell you the rules coming up. God bless my life.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, we better.
Why did you say the hands of the clock? So base your rules off an analog clock, dude. It's for the fucking video, bro. Be nice to the people who can't read analog time.
All right, let's lock in. Boom. Boom. Okay, yeah. Now just hold up. Talk to this guy. This dude's got a Zigzagoon and a Gulpin in the electric type gym for some reason.
Does the 0 not point to the 12? Is there a 1/10 of a minute? Is there like a 10-minute hand on a clock? Have you ever looked at one?
I feel like most people under the age of like 25 don't know how to read analog clocks. So like
I have met people at 25 who cannot read analog clock. I've met people older than me who can't read fucking analog clock.
Okay, maybe it's just a bigger systemic issue that we need to
Quite frankly, it is kind of a coin toss whether or not people can read, and we're fucked.
Okay, so we actually don't need to go right yet, so let's just go left and then up 2. You want to hit that switch up the top left. Yep. Okay, now we wait. But we're almost there. This is all we had to do. This gym is super easy. So we got pretty lucky that this rule was for Watson's gym, because this is probably one of the easiest gyms to do it in if you know what you're doing.
I learned it at 5. How could you not How did you know it was an hour if you couldn't read the clock? I didn't say I can't read it. I wear a watch, chat. I can read analog. I didn't say I can't. My watch is off.
Uh-oh.
It's off by 5 seconds. Wait, we're using the minute hand? Well, it says any hand on the clock.
Seconds count too.
Yes.
So now we lock in. Okay, now we just hold up. We're there. Boom! Look at that! We made it to a gym! Let's go! Oh my god, and now, thank god we picked Marshtomp and it hasn't died somehow. Thank god we have Mudkip on our side. This could have been a lot harder. I will say though, this fight, even with Marshtomp, isn't... Do you want to take the clock off for the... You know what? I didn't consider this. Was it, did it say move right or pressing right? Because we did click right on our...
It's move right.
Okay, so we're good. We're in the clear.
It is. You're not allowed to move right.
Okay, yeah, so we're chilling. I didn't know if it was just like a... Yeah, this should be a free gym then. We're actually gonna do it after all this time. We're finally gonna get a gym badge. Of course, I don't want to get too ahead of myself because worse things have happened. A couple of mudshot misses into supersonics connecting, and things could spiral out of control real fast. So, but I believe in us.
I think. Oh my god, the big gym!
What the fuck? That dude flashed. That's
what the hell?
Uh-oh.
And he sonic boomed us, and it's over.
Okay. It's
and
better
we're
than
fighting
supersonic.
fucking Guile from Street Fighter.
Let's go. Magneton has been defeated. God, we are 6 levels higher, and we still got outsped. ... kind of doo-doo.
Well, that's not his name, first of all. ... Oh wait,
Sorry.
it's ... Why does it not show up?
I don't know. I guess.
Why does it not show up the other dot? That's so funny.
Amogus is too powerful.
Why is it missing a dot?
Uh-oh.
Oh, how useless.
We're chilling. Let's go.
Did we do it? Guys, we did it. We beat the gym.
Oh my god. We did it. We did it. Oh, and we almost got a Gyarados out of it.
Wow, guys. We received the Dynamo badge.
The 3rd gym is down.
Yes!
Let's go.
Yes!
Woo! We're like, what, 30 hours into this playthrough or something?
Dude, thank God. 30 hours, 4 Pokemon. Fuck my stupid life. Fuck my stupid useless life.
And we did it.
Well, can we leave
and
this
look, we
gym?
don't even have to press right. We can just walk all the way down. Let's go.
Wow, I should have just said you can't
okay, do we want to... Now we have to beat Mario 1-1.
Yeah, it's probably wise to do that, huh?
Okay, let's
I forgot
lock in.
to restart the 30-minute timer.
Uh-oh.
That's fine.
It hasn't been 30 minutes yet, so we're good.
No, I know.
Okay, let's make sure my controls are working and we don't die to 1-1 Goomba.
Well, 1-1 Goomba is the strongest enemy of all time.
It really is. I don't know how people used to defeat it, like back in the 80s. I probably would have never gotten past 1-1 Goomba.
No. In the 80s, I wouldn't, but that's because I was still tied to my... I wasn't even, like, a thought in my mom's head. I didn't even, like...
we weren't even close to existing yet. Oh, look at that. I think that might have been a world record. That was like...
If this was 1987, bro, I still wouldn't have even been, like, a concept in my mom's head. Like, I still, like...
All right, I've done it. Mario has been defeated. Mario 1-1 has been conquered.
First time chatter, how big is your pinky? Dude, fucking XD? What's going on here? Well, now what?
Well now we make our...
About it.
What's that?
Well, we forgot to call Watson Senpai.
Oh shoot. Did we say his name? Watson Senpai, we apologize. We can fix that in post.
Yeah, fucking editor put senpai. There you go. Now put that up.
There you go. We got the isolated.
Right,
so
well,
now we can utilize our rock smash move. So perhaps we want to figure out who we want to give that to. I think our only options are either Gyarados or the starter. so for right now, it's only the starter that we have available.
Well, what level is Gyarados?
20. So if we wanted to put it on Gyarados,
well,
we know what to do.
What do you pick, coach? I'm not the coach.
We can throw it on Gyarados. It doesn't have, it doesn't have a whole lot of moves that it can use once it evolves. So we might as well give it something else to click, I suppose.
That's fair.
We can use
hi to Will, but Will's actually not the editor of this video. The video editor this time is Slithera.
I'm kind of shocked that you know who the editor of this is going to be, given that it's potentially months away from going into production.
Well, Slither already agreed, and I think I'd already started it.
Oh, okay.
So it's just been sitting in Slither's hard drive.
Gotcha. Yo, what's up, Dylan? Are you ready to witness peak? Altrive, what are your thoughts on Dylan's Switch tier list? It's a hot button topic. Have you seen Dylan's Nintendo Switch titles tier list?
Could you send it to me?
Yeah, hold on. It's many people are talking about it.
The people are talking about it.
It's a topic of discussion, that's for sure.
I think I saw Don showed me their tier list, and I had minor gripes with it. I'm gonna assume this is probably gonna be the exact same minor gripes that I've had.
Look,
with
people have had some gripes. All right, I sent it to you.
You sent it to me.
Yep.
All right.
I have not seen it since Big Account quote retweeted it. So
what does big account quote retweet mean? What is that?
What's their name? They're like some film YouTuber.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm looking at this tier list. All right.
Twitter ain't ready for me to talk about One Piece. Dylan, it's the perfect time. Badass t-shirt. Thank you. It says, I don't know if you can read it. The wolf howls, but the hawk to us. It's
all right.
It's peak.
So there, immediately right off the bat, there's a couple tiers wrong with this. All right. There's a couple things I'd adjust. First of all, it's very simple. 1-2 Switch and ARMS is too low. Those games are awesome, quite frankly.
So move those up to good game.
Move those up. Put. We can put all.
Whose tier list is this? It's the Jesus, the person in chat who can defend, who's here and can defend every single opinion they have of this.
When they have the marbles in the controller. That's the real shit.
The 1-2 Switch, the marble game.
Switch, have you ever felt the marble game? Where
I have played the marble game.
Controller?
Yeah.
And wasn't that crazy? Put that up in good game.
That maybe it deserves a tier of its own. You can literally feel the marbles tier.
Next, Pokemon Sword and Shield, too high. It should also be put into Ruined Gaming as a whole. In fact, I would go as far to say that there should be a tier below Ruined Gaming as a whole, and you should put all of the Pokemon games but Pikachu and Eevee.
We need Sword and Shield truthers. We need more Sword and Shield truthers.
Because the reality of it is, I'm assuming Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is there because it made people accept mediocrity or even below mediocrity as a game. But I think Sword and Shield was the stepping stone. I think that was the first mediocre. That was like truly mediocre that led into Scarlet and Violet.
I feel like if we want to trace this back, I feel like we could trace it all the way back to like Gen 6. I feel like the seeds were planted very early on when it comes to Pokemon entering the 3D era. It just has not been, it's not been its finest moment.
Perhaps, but I think Sword and Shield was the one that planted the seed for what Scarlet and Violet is.
I will say there's definitely parts of of Sword and Shield that I like a lot better than Scarlet Violet. Like I think that the I think Sword and Shield does a better job of capturing like the like excitement and like the what it's trying to sell, like this that you're going on this journey through, like you're trying to become the best, you're going to these arenas to battle. I think it does that way better than what Scarlet and Violet does. But I think that's mostly
true, but
Scarlet Violet is just like, I think if Scarlet Violet came out on the Switch 2, it wouldn't have the same complaints, because I think a lot of it was performance issue based for Scarlet Violet.
We are comparing shit to poop, so that is something to take in mind here.
Yeah, I feel like Sword Shield always gets shit on a lot. I feel like I have to defend it somewhat. I still don't love it, but I think it.
I think it's better than what is out now. Yes, but that's not like a high bar. That's like.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
I think it's a bad game, and it's just they made worse.
My favorite part about Pokemon is the battling. So when I get to go into a battle and I'm in this like epic arena, like we undeniably VGC was peak in Scarlet Violet when they're in like this huge arena.
I don't play it like that, so that's
yeah,
fine. So
yeah, of course. I mean that's the thing about Pokemon. Like people get mad at my Pokemon opinions, and they're playing Pokemon for a very different reason than I am. So it's
quite frankly, I just think the placement for Sword and Shield is too high. I also think the Animal Crossing New Horizons is too high. Because gaming as a whole ruined. I think New Horizons is also like.
You think New Horizons could be in the bottom tier?
Well, because like that's the game that had nothing at launch for this, that came out so early on the Switch's release, like lifespan, where people thought they would add new things to the game and they didn't. There was expectations of patches to improve the game.
I agree.
Nintendo
I think
got away with throwing that promise away, so I also would put that in ruin.
Yeah, I think New Horizons has set a really could potentially have set a really bad precedent for Animal Crossing, because it's like that was so many people's first Animal Crossing game, and if that is the new standard for Animal Crossing, I'm gonna be super disappointed, because I did not like New Horizons, and I've loved every other Animal Crossing game.
Pokemon Tournament DX, I would move from It's Bad to Whatever, because that was the first exploit that would let you hack a Switch, and I think that's funny.
Oh my god.
Smash Ultimate Whatever is fine, I guess. I don't like that game that much, but I'll accept it.
Jesus, I didn't realize there were 8 years in between New Leaf and New Horizons. That's crazy. I have a really fun video idea for Animal Crossing, but like I feel like there's no Animal Crossing hype right now, and I want to wait until a new game comes out. But then I don't know if I'll do it if it's not going to come out until like 2028.
And then Breath of the Wild being it literally ruined gaming as a whole. I like that game, but I think that game is so that's the biggest this game is good but game of all time.
Yeah, I can see why people wouldn't like it. It scratched an itch for me, but I can see why people wouldn't like it.
Yeah, that's the perfect. But to me, I actually don't really complain about it being it ruined gaming as a whole, because without Breath of the Wild, we wouldn't have this. We wouldn't have Genshin Impact, and Genshin Impact absolutely fucking slaughtered gaming.
If Breath of the Wild is what gave us Genshin Impact, totally justified in this tier.
I actually don't hate it in that tier.
Dylan said I have extra hatred for Breath of the Wild because all we get are Breath of the Wild like games in current year. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So it's like, if Breath of the Wild being an it ruined gaming as a whole makes sense if we're talking about what it did to the industry. If we're talking about the game as its own merits, then I think it's the biggest it's good but game of all time.
Yeah, I think in this tier list that's probably the most justified placement of all, because it really did like completely change the scope. And if you think it changed it for the worse, then that's like completely justified.
Now, Tears of the Kingdom. I was literally talking. I think I was talking to Kate about this yesterday, last night. Tears of the Kingdom. What the? That game pisses me off. That game makes me mad.
I haven't played Tears of the Kingdom.
That game makes me mad, and I also agree that it goes into the ruined gaming as a whole, because like I was saying this to Kate either this morning or last night.
$70 DLC.
No, that's what I'm saying. So like Miles Morales Spider-Man. Not to say that this is the best game of all time. Yeah. Right. But Spider-Man Miles Morales was a game that started off as a Spider-Man DLC, but they decided it had too much content, so they made it its own game. And they sold it for $40 to $50. So they sold it for $20, $30 under the launch. It was a launch title for PS5, and it wasn't 70. It was fucking 40. It only was 70 when it was bundled with Spider-Man.
I think that's just like a Nintendo issue. So I guess you just have to find like the genesis of when Nintendo never like has Nintendo ever discounted their games, or was there a game that
what
started
I'm just saying
that?
is that it's so fascinating because like that game had the same start, and so they made the game cheaper than a AAA game. Why the fuck is Tears of the Kingdom $70? I cannot comprehend why it's 70. 60, I'm a little mad, but 70 is like you actually just made it more expensive. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I haven't played it, so I have no idea what it's like.
I cannot. It's just Breath of the Wild. It's just Breath of the Wild. That's all it is. It's just Breath of the Wild, but again, it's Breath of the Wild with a worse story. It sucks. It's just bad. I actually just don't like that game at all in the slightest. And it's $70.
Can I ask for loaded dice to be updated in Tomorrowmon?
Seeing
No.
how you put 3 houses in it's bad, but put Fire Emblem Engaged in good game says a lot. Because I also thought 3 houses was bad. I didn't even make it past the first level.
Dylan says I got a lot of backlash for calling Ring Fit good. I guarantee you that 99.99% of the people that were flaming you for that have never played it in their lives.
Dylan, here's my question. Whenever somebody flames you for that game, how do you respond?
You just post a pic of yourself.
When somebody says it?
You post,
no,
post
I'm
a
just
flex
asking
pic.
how do they replace it? How do you respond to someone? Because you know what I would do? I would just say, "What do you look like?"
Post pics. You gotta
just
post.
What do you look like?
Yeah, you gotta post a pic.
Says, plus, it's crazy to like beef on Ring Fit being in the tier good game. It's not. You're not even saying it's like a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, it's not like there's a peak tier or anything. Yeah.
Like good game to me just means it's at least a 6 out of 10.
Dylan says very unfit take.
Or like at least a 7 out of 10.
Dylan says very unfit take.
Like a good game to me is a 7. That's like at most these games are like 7.
Yeah, good is like 6, 7. Like once you're getting an 8, 9, 10, that's like great, excellent, you know.
I actually base my number scoring based off of my anime. This is the most virgin
the
thing
Mal. Oh my god, no way.
Well, no, because Mal has a 1 through 10, but then they have words next to each number.
Yeah.
So then I just use whatever word I can think of to describe what I'm consuming. That's the number.
I had to stop using Mal because I would literally consume anime, and the whole time I was watching, I would just think about what score I was going to give it, which was not a good way to consume the anime.
That's just Letterboxd, bro. Like, what's going on here? But like, good is 7 on that list.
Yeah,
6 is fine. 5 is average. So like, if I can describe something as good, that's a 7, bro. Which is funny because I tell that to people and they get so mad because I'll give a game a 7. They're like, "What do you mean only a 7?" I'm like, "That's good. That's a good score."
Right? Yeah. Good. People aren't satisfied with good. We've had reviewflation.
But yeah, I think you move ARMS and 1-2 switch up. I think you move all of the Pokemon games down except for Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee because they just like those games are just so nothing. They just exist.
Yeah, they are bad. I will say also, they're bad.
They're also the best looking. They're the best looking Pokemon games. They're the best looking Pokemon games. 3D Pokemon games.
That's true, and that's all they have going for them. That is literally the only thing they have going for them. It's like the game is if it just had like if it was just Kanto and just in the updated graphics, but they neutered the battle system and you have to play Pokemon Go. So it's like, oh cool, they look nice, but then it's
here's what I would love to hear is how does Pokemon, not that I disagree, because I think the game is one of the worst video games I've ever played, but why is Legends Arceus and Ruin Gaming as a whole outside of the quality of its game? That's just my question. Also, Nintendo Labo's too low. You are just not like you have no whimsical joy in your heart.
Nintendo
Labo is an entire game engine, and you can make games inside of it. And I think that's cool. This is like ranking a Lego set as like it's bad tier. I'm like, what? Come on, man.
I think it's just such a funny assortment of games that Dylan has played on the Switch and has
like
ranked.
Nintendo Labo and it's bad is like fucked up.
Dylan says the gameplay
I mean,
loop
you
of
said-
PLA is even more boring than usual Pokemon games.
Yeah, I'm not saying that I think it's. I think it's genuinely one of the worst games I've played. I think it might be a bottom 5 game of all time.
Here, I'm gonna
My
run to the
question is
bathroom while
just-
you argue with Dylan.
Well, I can't read Dylan's messages, but
I'll be back to relay it. I'll be back soon.
All I asked from Dylan is just, what is it? Just that it's so bad that it should be there, or is it like? Or is there some sort of industry impact? Because to me, I think Legends Arceus started at Pokemon Sword and Shield first. I still think that one's the catalyst, and I would put that one there instead. I would just put all of them there. I'm just wondering why Legends Arceus ruined gaming as a whole, because it seems like a self-contained thing, except for the fact that they're making a second game. That's all I ask. I just want to know how it's connected. It's industry impact for open world, go touch the thing, creeping its way into Pokemon. Okay, so this feels so intentionally contrarian, I can't lie. No, but that's the thing, is that I agree with most of it. Like Fire Emblem Three Houses I thought was bad. This game was bad. I don't like Mario Odyssey. That's just me. I didn't play this. The sports games are bad. Like, I can't complain about that. Like I said, I agree with most of this, except for I have no opinion on Fire Emblem Engage, and ARMS is awesome. Which I argue began with Breath of the Wild, but it's contributing to the problem. That's valid. I just haven't seen Pokemon Arceus affect games outside of Nintendo. Because I feel like for me, it's like from the Pokemon games, it starts with Sword and Shield, and then like Sword and Shield is the beginning issue.
All right, I'm back.
Arceus is the exacerbated, and Scarlet and Violet is like the ultimate product of like what these Pokemon games can get away with. That's.
Are we
all
putting
I
the
see
tier list
about it.
away? The tier list can go
I'm
away
putting
now.
it away.
I think that's a good call.
But no, I just think ARMS should be higher. That game's good.
I wanted to.
Sword and Shield at least didn't have as many performance issues, but Sword and Shield was the game that was semi-open world that didn't have as many performance issues, but it still had them. It still didn't run. It still looked like that. It still cut content and lied to the people who consume their product, like actively. Like everything about the production of that game continued on to like, hey, what if we just do the bare minimum and make a fuck ton of money? I think Legends Arceus is then the next step lower, and then Scarlet and Violet is like the pits. But we're talking about like Sword and Shield could be like a 2 out of 10, and those other games are 1 out of 10s. I just don't. To me, I just don't see the effect of Legends Arceus affecting industry past Scarlet Violet and Pokemon Legends ZA. But I think it's slightly better. I mean, that's fine. I mean, like I said, like I think, like for example, I think Breath of the Wild is better than all of the games at the bottom of that tier. But I also don't think I agree it should be there.
Yeah, I think that tier placement was very justified. I think you can definitely make the argument for every single one of those games in that tier. Like, I think people look at it as just bottom tier, and then, you know, well, I mean, maybe Dylan does probably just hate those games, but like also the precedent that
Yeah,
like
I mean,
the
Dylan
game
hates those
sets.
games, but like,
Yeah. Do we have a
Almost all
level
Pokemon
20?
games are
Do we have
slot.
a Gyarados yet? Do we have the Gyarados?
No, we were ranting looking at the tier list.
We're getting a lot of Amogus. I'm a little scared.
This could be just such a nothing short stream. We got 15 minutes left, but you know what? We're having fun.
We beat a gym. I think that's if we beat it. If we beat a gym and get a Gyarados, we have made so much progress.
Here's the crazy thing that I also said. I think it was this morning that I also messaged Kate about, which was like, Dylan, you watch the Xbox thing. We're having fun talking while we're grinding.
Also, we might be dead to a bite crit from those Poochyena, so it might be worth beating Mario 1-1 to get a heal. Yeah.
But like, I'm sorry. What do you mean Game Freak is making like an Xbox exclusive game that looks like that?
That is extremely funny.
I watched everything from Summer Games Fest. I'm not saying that game looks good. I am just saying, if Game Freak can make a game that looks like that, then why does Scarlet and Violet look like that?
Great question.
It's like, all I'm asking is like, I'm not saying that that's like a 10. I'm saying like that game looks like a 6. Why does Scarlet and Violet look like that?
Yeah, Scarlet and Violet
if they're capable of like a 6 or a 7, why is Scarlet and Violet a fucking... It was laggy. That's irrelevant. Irrelevant to the question. I'm not questioning whether or not the game runs. I'm questioning why Scarlet and Violet is laggy and it looks like that.
With the power of the Switch 2, it would run so well. Oh shoot! Time to play Mario.
You're confusing me saying that I think that game looks like it runs really well. I'm not. I just died to one wall.
Jump, man.
No, we're not jumping, man. I died to 1-1.
No. Okay.
And the 1-1 Goomba kicked my ass. I got fucking hands.
1-1 Goomba does tend to do that. Okay, well, you know what? We can just use another Pokemon. We can just grind up with somebody else. We don't have to. Yeah, we can just use Erm.
This is wise. Wisdom and wisdom.
We will.
But yeah, like,
take the 30 minutes and then do what we will with that after.
Well, we'll take the 15 minutes, so it sounds like we'll just grind until we get a Gyarados and then see what we can do in that minute afterwards.
Totally Norman stream? Well, I just thought we were gonna get to Norman today, you know. Oops.
I'm not questioning whether or not that game runs well. I'm just saying it looks better than Scarlet and Violet, and then I go, why does Scarlet and Violet look like that?
It feels like they're trying to go for like they're stuck between going for a stylized game versus like a realistic game with modern Pokemon. I feel like if they just picked the lane, but not the realistic lane.
That's irrelevant. You are confusing me saying that I want Pokemon to be realistic. I'm saying that game looks like they put effort into what it looks like. And the castle in Scarlet and Violet looks like a sphere, and it's unrendered. It doesn't run. That's all. One has a cohesive art style, and one looks like a child's pottery lesson.
Like, why don't they just look at the old like GameCube 3D games, and they should just take inspiration from those games? Like,
sure, fuck it. We could be even more annoying. Why wasn't Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl just Octopath, bro? Like, fuck it.
Yeah, I mean, that's, yeah, why isn't Pokemon in general? I really think that everything that's bad about Pokemon stems from the jump to 3D, like truly, because they were really good at sprite work, and then they had like, they'd gotten to this peak point, and then a bunch of Redditors and stuff got the game early, and they shit on it. And then everybody's like, we need 3D. And then now we've been set down this path for like 10 years where Pokemon games are just always going to look bad because they're just not good at making 3D games. They were so good at making sprites, and like the sprite work in the older games looks so good. And now all the games just look bad.
The Octopath treatment is such an easy thing to do to any game, but it works. It simply works. Put shadows on a pixel art game looks good. Don't care if it's lazy. Looks awesome. Put as much bloom as you want on it. Mwah. I want to look like I have astigmatism when I'm playing a video game. Not complaining.
Pokemon Stadium 2 is the best looking 3D Pokemon game. They had move animations. Yeah, all the Pokemon games that had.
Yeah, what is it? Battle Revolution for the Nintendo Wii.
Battle Revolutions. Cool. Yeah. Hey, maybe Pokemon Champions or whatever will be peak.
No, genuinely, what the fuck happened?
I don't know.
Sword and Shield was good 3D wise. This is revisionist history.
It's too hard. It's too hard to make a story and the battles look good. You can only focus on one at a time.
Scarlet and Violet came out, and Pokemon Legends Arceus came out, and they're like two of the ugliest video games ever made. So now everyone's sitting here glazing Sword and Shield, thinking it looks good now.
The bar hit the floor, and they're like, "Damn, Sword and Shield looking good." Oh, bar lowered, baby.
The bar lowered, and they're like, "Wait a minute, it's evolving."
Carol. Oh my God, this is about to be the biggest Amogus glow up that we've ever seen. Whoa, what's it gonna be? Oh my god. Whoa. Whoa.
Holy fuck! It changed slightly blue.
Holy. And
It
now we
changed
have
shades.
our rock smash guy. It's a different shade of blue.
I'm sorry, but people saying the graphics are the only problem. The Pokemon games are lying to themselves. The gameplay is the problem too. Yeah, but that takes too many words, and people don't want to listen to me. Because I thought, listen, I loaded up Gym 1 and Scarlet and Violet, and they had me push a ball around, and I felt like a 3-year-old. I was like, yay, ball.
Also, yeah, the gameplay issues stem from it being in a 3D world too. So like that is part of the problem.
All right, let's give this thing Rock Smash, and then do we
Yeah.
want to call it?
Yeah, we can call it.
Okay. Sun and Moon Toad Pokemon were better than gym leaders. All right, let's not go that far.
Any Sun and Moon glaze gets you an instant ban around here. That is not
listen,
allowed.
I like Sun and Moon. I'm not gonna say that the Totem Pokemon were better than the gym leaders.
I think they're less interesting fights. They might be harder in some
would-
cases, but I think they're less interesting.
I would much rather have a whole ass stupid fucking gym puzzle and everything.
I agree.
But I respect that it's new. That's it.
Yeah, they try like it's nice when they try and change up the formula. I think they've got such a good formula that they don't really need to change it all that much. Just make it look good, make the battles fun, and make good monster designs, and I'll be happy.
Exactly. All right, we want to call it.
We can call it. We started in Mauville 3 streams in a row, but we will finally leave Mauville City.
But we're leaving Mauville next time. Sorry guys, it was such a short one, but I had something to do and we started late, simply put.
Yeah. Oh well. I mean, honestly, with how this is structured, I think getting through just the gym today is probably good for us.
That's true.
So we can hit it hard.
Next time we'll go longer and harder. You know.
We'll get to Lava Ridge. We can definitely beat Flannery next time.
Yeah, I'm ready for the Flannery gym.
Me too. I can't wait to see what you have in store for
Sweet.
us.
Awesome. All right. Well, are you also ending? Or are you
I
still
think I'm gonna
going?
keep going. Actually, I'll stream.
All
I
right,
might
I'm
do
gonna
like
send-
some
I'll
shiny
send the
hunting or
people to the
something.
Captain Kid.
Okay, sounds good.
Oh my God, guys! You guys are gonna go watch Captain Kid now.
Whoa.
Oh my God! Wow,
No
guys!
way. No
have
way.
fun.
I guess I'll stop my
Wow,
recording.
have fun. Have fun, guys. Wow, have fun. Bye, guys. Bye.
You gonna stay and call? Yo, All Tribe with the raid. Thank you so much, All Tribe, for the raid. We're gonna play some more Pokemon. No way, the wholesome raid, the All Tribe raid. Is this real?
I would stay in the call, but I have somewhere to be.
Yeah, if you gotta bounce, no worries. Take care, friend. This has been fun.
If I didn't have to bounce, I could have gone for another like hour. Or two,
Oh yeah,
but
same.
I do have to go.
No, I totally understand. Well, thanks so much for the raid and thanks for gaming. This was a ton of fun.
Of course. All right, we'll do this again. We'll figure that out.
Yep, we will figure it out.
I have such an empty schedule.
Hopefully we can
so-
get one more before I leave for
say.
Japan. So
Holy fucking shit, Japan, Braden.
Japan Braden Real, maybe, perhaps.
What a life. And the 30-minute timer just went off.
It's a fitting end. What a
God
way
bless.
to
All right,
just
bye-bye.
like wrap it all up into a beautiful little bow.
It's true. All right, bye.
All right, take care, y'all. See you. Well, that was fun. That was a hoot. That was a holler. That was a blast. Well, let's do some shiny hunting. You know what? When are we at our best? It's when we are shiny hunting Pokemon. Let's see. I guess I need to change the YouTube. God, how do people stream on YouTube and do more than one thing? How am I expected to all of a sudden change what I'm doing? But we're booting it up. Shiny hunting returns, I guess, because why not? Shiny hunting for nothing. I just know. I know we're not gonna get anything. Yo, Vex, thank you so much for the 12 months, 1 year. Thank you. I appreciate it. So yeah, basically what we're gonna switch to now is I have been shiny hunting I've been trying to do a shiny only Nuzlocke of Pokemon Black for a very, very long time now. For a comically long amount of time, and we have failed time and time again to get this shiny Pokemon. But maybe today will be different. We've been going for a shiny Sandile, and it has been eluding us. Also, there was something I wanted to comment on before we ended with All Tribe. Crazy Dunk Maniac said, dude, all the Pokemon I see on social media glazes Alola all the time. I wanted to bring this up because there's that one super annoying Twitter account that all they do is post Alola propaganda, and it's all just like, every YouTuber says Alola. I'm like, dude, your tweets are getting like 20, like, you are the age group that dominates the internet right now. Like, the people that grew up with Sun and Moon as their first Pokemon games are the ones who are like, you know, driving the discussion on social media and stuff right now. So it's like, you guys won. It's your era. It's your era to glaze the Pokemon game that you played first. Like, have at it. This is your time. They're still bad, but like nobody's gonna tell you they're not bad because it's all just a bunch of people that played them. Going drawing a pet in OSRS as we speak. We are the same. Dylan, I can always count on you to be in the pits with me. If I've got nothing else, I've got you and me in the pits together, doing it up. Okay. Now I just need to find where I'm actually saving this. Oh, is it just here? Here it is. Okay. Oh, but the game is not there. The game is probably here. I've been saying that everyone's favorite Pokemon game is the one they played when they were 9 years old. For me, it's Pokemon Emerald. I was 9 years old. Look, this is the way it works. This is how Pokemon has always gone. Like, if you are a casual Pokemon player, that is probably true. Like, if you are just a casual Pokemon player and you haven't like played, you don't play them extensively, you don't play them over and over again, your favorite Pokemon game is the one you played when you were a kid. It's true. It just is true because that's the one you hold the most nostalgia for. That was the first time you ever experienced it. So it's like, it just makes sense that that's the way it would go. Okay, we found it. I finally found it. My God. Whoa, date modified 12/24/1996. My God, I've been at this for a long time. My God, I've been doing this for forever. Okay, let's I need to. Okay, the music might get really loud in just a second. Your first game was Blue though. I think if it depends, like if you played it when you were really, really little. Oh God, this is gonna, let's see, let's go here. Okay, this looks good, I think. Nice. I don't know why I guess maybe I need to, usually it's like fuzzy if I'm wearing other like blue stuff or something. The lights are very bright, so I think I just need to, well, let me adjust my green screen real quick. I think that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good right there. Okay. I was able to beat the Elite Four even as a 6-year-old. Yeah, Pokemon Blue, I would say probably most Pokemon games a 6-year-old could beat it, but man, the first Pokemon games, the champion has like an Arcanine with Ember. Like, man, they were not trying to test the limits of the player back then. Oh, you know what? I think you're right. I forgot that we even had YouTube chat. Sorry, YouTube chat. You've been deleted. You can have an uprising if you want, but there's not many of you right now. There's not many YouTube chatters that are screaming about the injustice of it all. Okay, let me Let's see. I need to make like a new thumbnail just real fast. And then don't let me forget to start recording, because this is, we need to have this on separate tracks. What would happen? Okay, let me just, I think I'm just gonna use one of the old like YouTube community posts that I had. Let's see. The never-ending shiny hunt continues. This is a throwback. This is definitely a throwback. We used to shiny hunt all the time on the YouTube streams back when in the first shiny only Nuzlocke. This is the first time that the Pokemon Black shiny only Nuzlocke has been streamed on YouTube. So we are witnessing history right now. Black shiny only Nuzlocke. Wait, hold on. New. Wait, hold on. I'm so bad at Photoshop. Let's see. Okay. Black shiny only Nuzlocke with plug. Sure. Honestly, it takes like 2 seconds to make. Wait, no, I can do this. We can do this. Okay. Image. Canvas size. Here we go. 1920 by 1080. Boom. Okay, we got the full canvas now. Oh, we're in it. We are so in it now. Get rid of that one. Just make this like slightly bigger, I guess. Make this shiny Sandile a lot bigger. This is going to be an awesome thumbnail. Don't worry. The YouTube viewers are going to eat this up. Get rid of the twitch.tv plug. Do one of these. Bam. Boom. Add this quick vignette. Let's see. Boom. Boom. I don't know how to do the black-white thing. Black and white. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, we're cooking now. It looks a little stupid, but look, trust me. I know. I'm sure that the thumbnail meta for let's see. Black shiny on, let's see. YT thumbnail 1. We'll just do that. Okay. Nobody reads the descriptions on these, so who cares? Boom. Bada bing. We want black and white. Attempting a shiny only Nuzlocke of Pokemon Black. I am in pain. Okay, well, let's see. We'll see if this works. We'll see if people want to show up here. Did the timer misread an input? You mean the... yeah, it's mapped to AB, so here's what we can do to fix that. Save changes. Wait, hold on. Actually, yes, I'll just save the changes. Boom. Look at that. Look at that. Thumbnail made. All right, now we're back. Now we can shiny hunt again. What's going to happen first? The shiny Croc or SGA getting finals MVP? Well, hopefully Shay getting finals MVP. Actually, no. Hopefully I get this stupid... Hopefully I get this before. Yeah, so basically, my foot pedal, it's just the A and B keys. That's what it's mapped to. Doesn't look like Scarlet Violet? Well, if you haven't... This is what Scarlet Violet looks like on the Switch too. My god, the YouTube viewers are skyrocketing. Yo, shout out P Peasants for being being on it with the. All right, you know what? Let's see. First encounter of the day. Let's see. Maybe we just get ourselves a nice little shiny Pokemon. Just to start off, come on, just... Okay, well, that is the target. Unfortunately, that is not a shiny. But yeah, these are just mapped to like A, B. So whenever I'm just typing on my keyboard, that's what happens. Normally I don't do this, but I will show the full squad. It was a Sandile at least. So this is the squad that we've got right now. Got Blue Eyes, Gray Chipmunk, the Watchhog. We got Your Dan, the shiny Yamask. We've got Hot Tub, the shiny Pignite. Corey Star, the shiny Boldor. And Knarzard Z, the shiny Tranquil. So, if you couldn't tell, this team does not look very well equipped to take on Elisa and her horde of electric-type flyers. So we're just gonna try and shiny hunt for a ground type. You know, a ground type would be great. Dark types are great into the Elite Four in this game, so that's the goal. Oh, and you know what? I remembered to hit start recording, so everybody loves Knarzard Z. Feel free to say no. Yeah, P Peasants, sorry. No Siglith check this early in the stream. Maybe like at the very end. All right. And now we just vibe. Now we just hope that we find... Can you imagine if it was that one? If that was the shiny Sandile? Also, it's crazy to go back to the old layout. This is a relic of the past. This is the only thing that we use the old layout for. Oh, I almost okay. Start recording. Boom. Okay, we are so back. Yeah, that was a very fast Coachlock stream. I probably won't go for too much longer. But yeah, I mean, if we can just get to like to get 900 encounters is a lot, actually. I think 900 encounters probably takes us several hours, actually. I don't know. It's been a while. It's been a minute since we've last streamed, so maybe we need to do this. Maybe we just need to lock in for a little bit. This project has to be finished at some point. One day this project will fall. Yeah, we're putting on the Pokemon trainer gloves. Otherwise, it hurts my hands. Five times drop rate for my next pet in OSRS. 3 times drop rate on one, 2 times drop rate on another. Halfway to rate on a third. Oof. The luck is not in the cards. I have not been nearly that unlucky. This hunt has really sucked though, because I did the math. I don't remember exactly what it was, but hunting in this game, like just getting the encounters takes 2 or 3 times as long, because like think about it. This animation comes up. Sometimes there's there's that intimidate. You know, that adds up over thousands of encounters. This is the worst it has been for me in my RuneScape career. I'm hoping that I'm not headed down that same path. But in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, what was so nice is since the Pokemon follow you, they just like slide in real fast. You don't have this long, you know, throw out animation. So it's not terrible in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, because like the Ghastly hunt in Heart Gold, Soul Silver was longer in terms of encounters, but this hunt has surpassed it in terms of time taken, which is miserable. Because I remember in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, I was convinced that the game was broken. I was convinced that it was no longer possible for me to even get shiny Pokemon. That's how far over odds we are. I had completely lost faith. And somehow this hasn't broken me, even though it has been a very long time. Well, this is a cumulative. This isn't for one encounter. The one that I'm 3 times on is an expected 100-hour grind. So you've spent 300 hours for the pet? My god. Luckily, we are not there yet. I think I'm like 50 hours or so into this one. For a year. Pretty close. Yeah, pretty close. 300 so far. That's true. So much more to go. 300 down, potentially 300 more to go. I didn't even have to drink my kombucha for my alcoholic shot. That it definitely counted towards. Rank 400 in the world in terms of time sank in this content, like specifically pet grinding. Surely that has to just reflect the overall player base too, right? Like, what else is there to sink time into outside of the pet grind? Because I feel like once you've done all the skill stuff, isn't that like all there is to do? This is the Honeycrisp apple flavor of kombucha. I really like this flavor. It's a good one. I feel like I've tried most of the flavors at this point. I like just about all. I mean, there's not, you know, that much variance in the different flavors, I don't think. But some of them do just taste nasty, like the plant ones. Yeah, if you're top 400 in old school RuneScape time played, like that is an impressive achievement. That takes some serious dedication. This pet is the skill stuff. Some people just grind all the way to max experience, which I'm approaching against my will. Oh, okay. I guess so. That's just you're just getting there as a byproduct of doing something else. Do you think that when they first started, do you think when RuneScape was first being developed, do you think they ever had the intention that people would grind to the max EXP? Or do you think it's just something that people did? The devs had no idea that people would be that dedicated. Gingerberry is solid. I haven't had Gingerberry in a while. That's like the one that you can find most commonly, I feel like. I like some more of the more uncommon ones. I like Sacred Life. That one's kind of good. It's got like coconut water in it. It's different. It's blue. I did also spill that one on my carpet, so that sucked. It exploded and I opened it at my desk and then it spilled onto my carpet. I was like, great. Great. Can't wait to clean this one up. Peach habanero kombucha. That is insane. Yeah, that is. I only drink the GT's brand, really. I've tried a few other brands of kombucha and I just do not like them nearly as much. The devs didn't even expect people to get to level 99. So, needless to say, oh my god, 200 million experience. 99 is 13 million. My god. That reminds me of like the Pokemon Go grind where level 40 was like, what was it? However much millions of experience. And then people would just get to that and blow past it. And then they increased it to level 50, but now it's basically just the same thing, but with level 50. How many players have reached the cap then? Because if you're top 400... Yeah, what's good, Emmy? Welcome in. 158 mil. Oh, so you're almost there. It might be done. You might get it. You might get it with the pet grind. If it takes another 300 hours. What is the best flavor? I mean, they all kind of taste pretty similar. I think if you just get a flavor that sounds like one that you would like, then try that. And if you don't like it, you probably don't like kombucha. Made my own kombucha a few years ago. Hated every bottle product, but what I made was incredible. I'm too scared to make my own. I feel like I'd mess it up and I'd like create something that would end up killing me. That's what I'd be worried about. How's the hunt going? We've only been doing this for like less than 10 minutes actually. So if we're talking about the totality of this hunt, awful. Also, I should probably stand up. Oh, it's been like 2 hours of sitting. Also, I finally got these the mother hats. I've been waiting so long to get these. I have the other two. I haven't opened the other two. That I just got them today. You probably can't even really see them, but like, yeah, you can't really see them, dude. They're so cool. I'll throw them on eventually. I just wanted to put this one on because I thought it matched the shirt very well. Who's the target shiny? Hopefully Sandile. Sandile is the one that I want. Kombucha is like fermented tea. You might have just had it locally. I know there's one restaurant nearby that they have like kombucha on tap, but I don't really go there very often. I kind of want to though, because apparently a bunch of the Oklahoma City Thunder players will eat there. My mom went there one day and she saw Isaiah Hartenstein. So apparently he hits that spot up. So if you want to meet a Thunder player out in the wild, I guess that's the place to do it. Super lucky and get like Jolly Moxie. The Jolly Moxie Sandile would be great. At this point, give me the free Elite Four. Give me the free Elite Four so that I can say I've already done the hard work. Don't make me plan my Elite Four. Just give me the win now button. Yeah, it's possible that they just stopped selling if it's been that long. Those were disasters. So cucumbers and kimchi, stay away. I don't know. It sounds. I feel like I avoid stuff that if I messed up, I could just die. I don't want to mess with that. I am a Mother Series fan. I've got the when I was in Japan, one of my regrets is that I didn't buy physical copies of the game. I have a Mother 3 fan translation that I bought on a GBA cartridge. Box I feel like it would be a lot cheaper probably to make your own, but I'm like, I'd rather pay a little bit extra to get it from the people that bottle it, the company that all they do is bottle kombucha, rather than to accidentally mess it up myself. Are we still on the Sandile arc? Yo, what's good, Gappy? We sure are. It just started. We're back. It's the new era. This is the first time that we've been doing it since the YouTube streaming started. Or started back up, I should say. Maybe that's the key, you know? The first ever shiny only Nuzlocke that I did was in the YouTube streaming era. So maybe now that we're back on YouTube, it's gonna come out, and this will be the stream. This will be the day. We're back at home. We're back at home. This can be our YouTuber. If we get him, he'll be the YouTuber. Gonna lurk while playing through my Omega Ruby file. I'm finally gonna continue this through it after getting shiny torching a couple hours ago. 4,963 resets and 57.5 hours. My God, you're a trooper. Well, enjoy the lurk. I appreciate it. When I was in Japan, there was this one store with hundreds of gacha machines, and one of them was a little Mother 2 figures, but I didn't see any Mother 3 merch. Yeah, I don't think it's like super easy to find. Do not sell kombucha there anymore. Somebody died. Somebody died drinking their local kombucha. They're like, okay, we gotta stop. No more. No more. Imagine we find the Darumaka. Imagine we find the Darumaka and we have to search for another one. Ever had Whataburger? I have had Whataburger. I do live in the South, so I have consumed Whataburger. So I don't like Whataburger's burgers, although recently I have tried a couple of their like jalapeno burgers and they've been better. But what was I gonna say? I had been told by Whataburger enjoyers that breakfast is where it's at. You miss it every day? Dang. What did you order? I mean, I will say, once I found a burger that I liked at Whataburger, I appreciate it a lot more now. Yeah, honey butter chicken biscuit. Once I was introduced to honey butter chicken biscuit, I became a Whataburger believer. But yeah, I also tried like some jalapeno burger, and I like that a lot better. I will say, Whataburger's fries suck. Whataburger does have really bad fries. Regular ass double meat cheeseburger. Maybe it's the double meat. To be fair, I didn't eat it a ton. I just knew that I didn't really like it all that much. The patty melt. I don't think I've had a patty melt from Whataburger. I don't love like burgers and fries fast food. I do eat quite a bit of fast food, but it's not like burger places. Like even if I go to Brahms or something, you know, like a local, when I go to Brahms, this is not gonna make sense for anybody that doesn't live in like Oklahoma or Texas. But I always get Brahms chili. Like that's my go-to order at Brahms. It's not even a combo anymore. You can't even get a Brahms chili combo. So I must be, you know, unique in my Brahms order, because they're like, yeah, no more. 20 years, they're like, no more of this. Patty melt with jalapenos, that does sound good. Shroom and Swiss burger, that doesn't sound very good to me. Spicy chicken or grilled chicken sandwich. Yo, Cardskin with the 5 months. Thank you so much, Cardskin. So happy I'm subbed to you and part of your Squirtle squad. I hope you have good shiny luck. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, hopefully we can get that sand isle today. Hopefully today is the day. There's a Wendy's right next to my house now. It's a Dairy Queen. Never forget what they took from us. Yeah, that sounds like a complete downgrade. Yeah, it's not even a you can't even get the Brahms chili They replaced it with like some Hawaiian, like a pineapple burger or something like that. It's gross. The Pico de Gallo burger, that sounds like a stay away from me. I'm not gonna lie. People love the bacon mushroom Swiss. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I don't like bacon. I don't really like mushrooms all that much. Not a huge fan of Swiss. That just sounds like 3 things that I don't really like that I put on. Do I like Five Guys? I do really like Five Guys. I love a Five Guys burger. I think if I had to choose, it is more expensive, so it almost does feel a little unfair to compare them. But if I'm gonna go for like a fast food burger, I would say Five Guys is probably the top of the list. Yeah, my family, we have this Bob's Burgers cookbook. So we've been making a lot of just homemade burgers. And once you start eating homemade burgers, it's really really hard to enjoy fast food burgers. Hate Brahms. I will say I don't like anything at Brahms that is not the chili. So I mean I like the chili, but oh my god, does it give you bad gas? Oh my god. But yeah, that's what I get at Brahms. Like, I don't like Brahms chicken. Like sometimes I'll go to Brahms for like an early morning biscuit or something like that. But yeah, I will say really the only ice cream I ever get at Brahms is frozen yogurt. I love Brahms frozen yogurt. The only time I ever switched up my order was they used to have this ice cream flavor that was it was animal cookie flavored. Oh my god, and it had little chunks in it. It was so good. I wish they would bring it back. Oh, it was an incredible ice cream flavor. The animal cookie. Okay, yeah. So Spannendorf knows the animal cookie flavor was incredible. I'm so sad that they took it away and they've never brought it back. Do I like coconut? No, I don't. Yo, what's good, Stefan? We're back. Back in the pits, baby. The EK video still hasn't come out. The shiny sandile has not been found. I really do feel like I'm in purgatory. I feel like I have made zero progress in anything I've done in life, like for the past several months. I'm just in pain. Breakfast on a bun, sausage, egg, and cheese. Put it in a jalapeno. Oh, the jalapeno cheddar bun is good. I get the whenever I get the honey butter chicken biscuits. I started ordering 2 honey butter chicken biscuits, and for whatever reason, when I eat the second one, it just like tastes kind of weird and nasty to me. I don't know. Like the first one's really good, and then I eat the second one. I'm like, why did I do this? Like the realization hits in. How long have we been going at this? I mean, at this point, genuinely like over a year. Thunder win in how many games? Well, I originally said Thunder in 5. You know what? I'm going to keep that prediction until it's just impossible. So the way it works out, I was at game 1. We share tickets with 2 other peoples. Two other people. OKC in 4. But with the way that the ticket distribution works out, I would hypothetically have tickets to game 7 of the finals. So I would if I could guarantee that the Thunder would win in 7, I would take Thunder in 7. Yeah, that one win was very fluky. I think it's more likely that the Thunder leave Indiana up 3-1 than the Pacers leaving up 3-1. Realistically, I think it's going to be 2-2, and I think the Thunder win in 6. But yeah, Tyrese Halliburton makes the summoning circle in during halftime, calls upon the devil himself, and they work their devil's magic and somehow pull up. So, like, it's crazy that their whole run to the finals is like, yeah, we've been down 20 in like half of our games, but it just doesn't matter. Yo, look it up. Thanks so much for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. What were you doing? We are currently back in the pits, shiny hunting. Hopefully this shiny sandile will come alive at some point. Yeah, I just, it's hard to imagine the Pacers winning 3 out of 6 against the Thunder, or 3 out of 5 against the Thunder. The week 3 draft league recap for the Mario Mon draft. Hell yeah, that sounds sick. Big Ube. Oh, so I guess you're behind a week, aren't you? What the hell? Oops. They had to sacrifice Jim at Ursay for this playoff run. You're behind 1 week. No joy in watching. Was a Mavs fan. You guys got the #1 overall pick. You've been blessed. They're like, yeah, let's just keep giving Dallas generational white guy talents. Let's keep doing that. Moxie Sandile or Intimidate Sandile? I mean, both are good. Moxie Sandile can just sweep the end game, so I'll take either. But Moxie would go. They're both good. Like I'm happy with either one. Yeah, Yub is a little crazy. I still can't believe that Shroob went over. Was the #1 overall pick. We are feeling the consequences of that. The domino effect of Shroob going #1 overall meant that everybody else just has way too good of teams. Birdo, Sniffit, Mama. I have like Gooper, Blooper, Magikoopa, Yub. What was the spectator reaction on the last second? Was there a lot of noise or was it complete silent? It felt like it was just pure silence. So when Shea misses the shot and then they get the rebound and start coming down, like I don't know. I haven't gone back and watched the shot. I don't know if they were even playing like a defense chant or anything, but it just felt like, yeah, it felt like there was no noise or anything. And then when he hit the shot, it was just pure silence, except there was one section full of Indiana Pacers employees, like employees that work for, do whatever around the stadium or whatever. They work for the team, and they were all going nuts, and it was just like, oh my god, everybody was just pissed. You go to the bathroom. there's some dude at the urinal like, man, why were they playing shit like 10 minutes, man? This is terrible. People are just pissed. They had the jerseys in the shop, because I didn't get to go to the shop before the game, and they had the jerseys with the finals patch on. Some guy went up, he looked at the jersey, he said, man, fuck the finals patch. He didn't. Everybody was just so mad. Are you saying Magikoopa can't ball? No, I'm saying Magikoopa can ball. I'm saying that's the consequences of someone. I'm saying someone making a horrendous first overall pick meant that everybody else in the league has way better mons than they should. Love your content. When will you play Elite Redux? Probably never. I don't want to say never, but it's pretty far down the list of things that I want to do. Yeah, we were talking about. Oh, I see what you're. I was not caught up on the messages. Magikoopa could be a baller. Yo, what's good, Virus? Welcome in. How is your Switch 2 experience? I like that the Switch 2 came out and I'm still here just playing my funny little Pokemon games, my funny little my 15-year-old Pokemon games. They keep me happy. Is it the year for OKC? It better be. They're never gonna have a better chance than this. This is the greatest chance they'll ever have to win a championship. They better take advantage of it now. They're the much better team, I think. I did not get the screen stapled Switch. Virus, we gotta play some Mario Kart together sometime. I still have not booted up Mario Kart yet. I have had my Switch 2. The only thing I've played on my Switch 2 is I played Mario Party 2 and 3. I booted up the N64 emulator and played, like, what is wrong with me? I can only play old games, I suppose. No, I went to Best Buy. I didn't have a pre-order. I showed up like 3 hours early, got in line, had ample time, got myself a Switch 2 with the Mario Kart bundle. I told myself that I didn't really want one, or that I could wait. I was like, I don't know how hard these things. Like, the only thing I wanted it for, because I don't really expect to really make Mario Kart World content. So I was like, I just want to have it for when Zaw comes out. That was like my main thing. So Mario Kart World, very fun. All right, let's do it. We'll play soon, Fires. We'll definitely play soon. I'm super down. This is like, these last few weeks have just been really busy for me because I have my mom's birthday, Mother's Day, Dad's birthday, girlfriend's birthday, and Father's Day. All like this, every single weekend is just consumed by those things. So this May and June are just like completely filled with family stuff. Mario Party 2 and 3 way better games than anything on Switch 2. So I'm saying I'm spending my time wisely. Will you do anything with Scarlet Violet? It runs like Nintendo PC now. It's crazy. I at least want to play the DLC. I don't know if I'll actually make content over it because I don't think people are super interested in Scarlet Violet content in current day. But I at least want to play them for myself. But yeah, the game does look a lot better. They did launch it with one game. They're like, you could still play other ones. Yo, Cohen Stokes with a 199 last message. Curious about your opinion. Oh, sorry. What's your opinion on NBA playoffs ignoring conferences, straight 1-16 playoffs? I'm honestly down for it. Even if I have to pay you rent, they have a beautiful game caliber. Yeah, you do. Drumming Lizards, you will owe me your house. That was the deal that we had. But no, I think that at this point, the conferences are so imbalanced that I would be all for 1-16 seeding. Apparently a lot of Switches have been slowing down or orange screening. I'm just saying it's no longer coincidences. Curious. All right, I've been trying to hold out. I gotta pee really badly. I was enjoying the conversation. I did not want to pass it up, but man, I have got to pee, and I also have to take these gloves off, which takes time. It's an experience. Wait, Fires, did you get Welcome Tour? Loki, I saw Jacob play it for a little bit. I was like, oh damn, that looks good. No. Like, maybe you should. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna be back. I gotta pee real bad. All right, I'm back. Curious to see if the games actually run well on Switch 2 or not. You mean just like the new games? Oh, Nintendo sent you a code for it, but you haven't redeemed it? I wish that game was just free. I don't know why they couldn't have just made that like a free game. We need another Wii Sports. Mario Kart runs very well, unlike they would have. Nintendo does hate free, that is true. If they can make money off of it, they will. Let's see, we're 30 minutes in. We've done like 300. You know what? Maybe 1,000 is more doable than I was thinking. Maybe we can try and get to 35,000 today. Donkey Kong stuttered when I played it. Wait, you have Donkey Kong already? What? Or did you go to like a demo? Did you play a demo? Oh, preview event 2 months ago. Gotcha. I was like, whoa. You got the special sauce? You got the pre-release version of Donkey Kong? Your Switch 2 experience is going to be so much better than mine. Breaking out the gamer gloves? Listen. After having done this for as long as I have, you would need these too. My hands always, every time I do this shiny hunting, my hands would always hurt. I need the compression gloves. It's mandatory. Yeah, they're usually not the final build, but who knows? You know, I also wouldn't be surprised if something on the Switch 2 did not run as well as you would think. I bet Donkey Kong is gonna lag. Don't trust Nintendo hardware at all. Were there any points that Mario Odyssey ever lagged? I don't remember Mario Odyssey ever lagging. Like, I remember stutters in Breath of the Wild. Obviously, the Pokemon games. The occasional stutter. I feel like Mario Odyssey is probably a game where it didn't lag outside of photo mode. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, if you're hyping up the performance of the console and then your first like big release outside of the launch title doesn't run well, that could be a problem. Ay, ay, ay. You know what? These are always great. I feel like the beauty of the shiny hunt has been that it's allowed me to think about other content ideas that I want to do that are not the shiny hunt. I'm trying to think about what, like, I don't really know what I want to do content wise next. I probably need to start finding more small projects. I've been super burnt out because like every project that I've worked on lately has just been some big massive project, and it's like, oh my god, it's just the constant dread of having to be like, well, gotta write like a 10-hour script for this video. I just want something nice. I need some more nice and easy projects. I need another Pokemon suite. Surely people will enjoy it a third time. Yeah, a lot of good ideas come from the shiny hunting streams. This is true. I do want to do another game show. That's another easy one. Play Ultimate. I need to suck the teat of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. It's been so long. I'm sure all of my Smash viewers, they'll come flocking back. And there will be in droves. There'll be more of them than ever. I always thought it would be fun to make, like, having played Pokemon Sweet and Pokemon Sweet Tooth, I did think that it would be fun to make, because I think the concept of Pokemon Sweet is really good. It's just that the execution is not there, especially with the second one. So I do think if I ever made my own ROM hack, I think I would want to make like a Pokemon dessert style ROM hack. You know, no, I wouldn't have to use their type chart or anything. Like it would be very devoid. It would just be really the only thing similarities would be that they're like Pokemon, edible Pokemon or something like that. It would basically be a ROM hack for my YouTube video, for the trifecta. I do like doing video ideas in threes, which doesn't always perform well, but I still have fun doing it. Play Among Us. Now we're talking. I need to just get every single evergreen IP and just go hard and see, just like throw them all at the wall, see what sticks. I will say the Among Us era of content was the most money I've ever made in a month on YouTube was because of Among Us. Because it was like, oh, I can just play Among Us for like 3 hours and get 3 videos out of it. It's like an infinite money glitch. It was awesome. It's kind of sad to think that I peaked analytically, but it's just like the videos were so different. It's so easy to churn out Among Us videos. And even though like individually none of the videos did as well as some of the best performing videos on my channel, like they did well enough to where, and you're uploading them like every 2 days. But now we have modded Among Us. Yeah, I just don't think people mess with Among Us like that anymore. Quantity, baby. It is the sad reality of YouTube that like quantity is everything, you know. I think that's why people have such a bad perception of like how much people make on YouTube, because you don't get like, you don't say, YouTube doesn't say like, oh, you have this many subscribers now, we will send you a paycheck that pays you this much. It's like, it's all about views. So there's channels that don't even have 100k subs that are probably raking in way more money than me, just because they are like flooding YouTube with videos. It's like, you know, those 5 to 10k view videos, if you're uploading those bad boys like once a day, maybe even twice a day, you're gonna make more money than me off YouTube, just because you are getting way more ad impressions than I am. People also assume CPMs are way higher than they actually are. That's probably true. I think my CPM is, from everybody I've talked to, I think my CPM is usually pretty good. But I also upload like much longer videos. Because I've also talked to some other Nuzlockers who have higher CPM than me, so it's like, okay, maybe mine is not as high as I thought it was actually. But yeah, I need to find my Among Us. That's the key. I think really all of finding my Among Us would be having like a side channel. Like I don't need my own Among Us. I need my own P-Chow Daily. That's what I need. I just need like a side channel that I can pay someone to just completely manage, essentially. And then hope that the returns are good enough. The issue is that I don't think I don't even know if I would go. I fear that I would just be in the red the whole time if I did something like that. Yeah, you need the money printer channel. Be like, can you turn this 4-hour VOD of me playing Pokemon into a 30-minute video, and then hope that makes more money than you are paying the person to manage that channel. Look, Watch Mojo's got it figured out. They know this YouTube business. Channels like that don't actually make a lot of money at you directly. I think I think channels like that are good though, because it's like you're getting your branding out, like you're spreading awareness of yourself. You might get more people who watch your streams. I think ultimately those channels are still very good. Yeah, I think they're, you probably, I'm sure you don't make, I don't know. I think once you get to a certain level, I think those channels do probably just start printing money. Like if you're uploading, I think Jan uploads onto that channel like 5 days a week. I think like every weekday. Like that's gotta be, I feel like it's gotta be worth the investment. Stream watchers for creators because they watch their VOD/daily channels. Yeah, I think that's true. That's one thing I've noticed. I think channels that upload daily, they have such a, I feel like they're way more successful at building a community because they're just, it's like that's the constant thing in their life. For me, I upload sporadically, I stream sporadically. Nothing about the way I do content is consistent. And I think that it's a lot harder to form like a community around yourself when you're that way. Because like that's also why I think that's just why, but my content is fun. I mean, I like the content I make. I just wish that I had more of a consistent approach to it. It's just hard. I think to be that consistent too, like you have to have your life does kind of have to revolve around your content. And I'd say that my life doesn't revolve around my content. Like people like that stream a lot. I mean, they're streaming every day. So I don't know. I guess it just comes down to what your priorities are. For a lot of people, Twitch is where they get the greatest revenue on a per user basis. That one's definitely not true for me. I remember when I first switched over to Twitch, I made like way less money than streaming on YouTube. I think you have to have like the best sub split. I think you have to be like the top. You have to be the top of the top, I think. Or people just give you a lot of money. If you're like a VTuber with like 20 viewers, you're probably making a lot of money. If you could just get like 20 simps, I think you could make a lot of money. Yeah, that's the thing. Here's the thing about streaming is there are some, so if you stream, you fall into either, like, I guess technically, like if you're a content creator, if streaming is like your main thing, I guess we'll say, you fall into either two camps. You are either a streamer that makes YouTube videos, or you're a YouTuber that streams. Those are very different things. And I think from an outsider's perspective, they might not feel like they're different things, but they're definitely different things. And I am a YouTuber that streams. I'm not a streamer who makes YouTube videos. I enjoy the aspect of coming up with the ideas and then like seeing the videos out to their completion versus a lot of people who are streamers that make YouTube videos. They stream all the time and then they spend a lot less time on like the actual, or some, I mean, there's some of like the biggest streamers, their YouTube content is just not even, it's terrible. It's just stream highlights. It's like not the most low effort YouTube videos imaginable, but I mean, people watch it. People who are Twitch have now been relying on TikTok too. I mean, that kind of, like you pretty much, if you're trying to grow on Twitch, you have to be posting on YouTube or TikTok or something. Like you're not growing if you're only streaming on Twitch. Yo, welcome in, Waldo's. Appreciate it. Hopefully one day this will become a video that I post to the YouTube channel. One day. Twitch stinks, that's why I don't do it. Twitch is kind of stinky. It's a little stinky. Someone's primarily a Twitch streamer. They're casting a wide net with a lot of clip channels across all video sites. Yeah, like I've heard, there's just so many different approaches to it. Like maybe I could just clip farm and, you know, post every clippable moment ever that I think would come in. But that's just so ungratifying for me. Like the first time the most recent shorts have been the ones that I've enjoyed the most because I've actually put effort and like thought them out. And I was very proud of them. Whereas if I just post a clip of myself, just some random clip, like I'm not really proud of that. I feel like I didn't transform it in any way. I just feel like that's just posting that out there just to hope that something happens. But I don't know. I don't even know how good those would be for growth. Like I don't know. I don't know, like people that have grown in the Nuzlocke sphere from doing stuff like that. It's not possible to grow off Twitch alone unless you're constantly interacting with big streamer communities. But if anybody could just stream with like Jack Black every day, of course they'd be. That is true, I guess. Yeah. That is definitely another way to grow off of Twitch. Collabs and like outside sources. Those are the two things that you need. Is this just like every route you need to catch the first shiny? I don't need to, but I can only catch the first shiny on every route. So I'm picking and choosing where I want to get my encounters from. Future Sandile. Yeah, this will definitely go in the YouTube video. A lot of content feels only worth doing if you're fulfilled doing it. No, that's true. I think there's certain people that have a mindset that it's like, you know, it's about the grind culture and stuff like that. I think if you fall into that camp, you probably are just posting the hell out of clips and stuff. Like, I don't know. I think there's like the creative aspect of it, and then there's the, you know, the business aspect where you kind of have to be like, things have to be profitable. It kind of goes back to what I was talking about, where it was just like quantity over quality, you know. I like my videos to have, I just like my videos to be, you know, fun. I like my videos to have a certain polish to them. And so I feel kind of bad when I'm not doing that. Like I could probably pump out a lot of easy videos if I have done it in the past. That's kind of what my content was for a long time. So it's like I definitely could just go back to doing that, but it definitely would not be as gratifying or fulfilling to make that type of content. I know from, as someone who's done both, I can speak on one being way more enjoyable. Among Us was both. I don't know. I don't know if those Among Us videos were necessarily the definition of quality. Some of them were fun. I think my favorite of the Among Us videos was when I went with my girlfriend and we played Among Us in like the other lobbies. I think that was a unique idea, you know, trying to play Among Us. It was basically trying to play Among Us in a language that you didn't know. I think that was fun. That was like that was Among Us with a twist. Versus all the other videos they were just Among Us. I think it's very hard to, I mean, you can have well edited content, but I think it's pretty much impossible to have like consistent good content that's also good ideas. I think Wolf is a really good example, because I think all of Wolf's constant content it's all very well edited, but like ranking, you know, the top 10 fire types isn't necessarily like a insane idea or anything like that, but the consistent content is also still very good, and he has a perspective that's like very unique, and he can provide, I think the idea itself is not very unique, but he can provide such a unique angle on it that it works. Like if I were to try and make a video on the top 10 fire types just in Pokemon, I would have to look at it through the Nuzlocke lens. I don't think that's quite as interesting as looking at it in the scope of all of VGC. Yeah, I think the hardest part is just coming up with the consistently good ideas. Number 1, Mag Cargo, obviously. What encounter number did you start looking for the Sandile? I actually have a document. Let's see, because I have forgotten. It's been a while since I've pulled this bad boy up. Let's see. We found P-Dove on encounter number 17,180. So we are almost 20,000 encounters in. Nice. yeah, we've been here for a while. Yeah, that was another thing that I was saying earlier in the stream is although it's fewer encounters than the Ghastly Hunt, we have now spent more time in this area because it just takes so much longer for every encounter. What is the rate in this game? It's 1 in 8,192. Yeah, it's just a standard odds with speed up. Speed up is, I would either do like speed up or the multiple instances. You know, that's like if you're running multiple instances of the game, it's basically just the same thing as using speed up. I remember there was one shiny hunter on Twitter that got super anal about me using speed up. It's like, dude. Then I looked at their content. They were running like 5 instances of the game. I'm like, that's the same thing. You're increasing the number of you're just increasing the number of encounters you get per minute. I just like the way it looks. I don't like the way it looks. Like, sure, I also don't like the way it looks with speed up. I think what Jacob did with their let's go shiny only Nuzlocke was like perfect, because you don't have to speed up and you can get the encounters pretty quickly. I think that's the perfect happy medium. On the shiny hunt math, I have seen that video. We're back in the people's pit. Yeah, you know, I had to change. We have to change it up somehow. Good thing we have this 6-hour playlist to accompany us. Good thing we have this 6-hour playlist. It'll never end, baby. Your head hurts? Mine does too. I've been hurting. Maybe I should swap these. I'm gonna swap these windows. There we go. I'm always looking over. Oh, actually, I don't like this. All right, I changed my mind. YouTube chat's quiet enough to where I can just look over every once in a while. Sand teams in Gen 5. The good old Weather War days. You're back. Well, now I'll have to look left at this monitor instead of this monitor. This monitor is just like the Twitch dashboard. It's just easy to. It's a little bit easier. I have to turn my head further. I'm more distracted. I'm slightly more distracted going this way. Anyways, had to like triple check that I wasn't staring down a shiny. Such a difficult job. True. It is hard. This shiny hut man. I don't even know what to say. At some point you just run out of things to say. Like what else is there to even say at this point? A tier list from time to time, but I mean that's what I'm saying. Like if you're just uploading tier list videos all the time, like what would a tier list over what? You know? Before Seattle moved to OKC, were you a fan of basketball? Yeah, I was. Basketball was always my favorite sport growing up. I was also a Hornets fan when they came to Oklahoma City during Hurricane Katrina. Can't forget about that. I don't even remember how it feels to get an OSRS pet, and I got 27 of them. It is, when you go through the drought, you're like, what am I even doing this for? Where's the dopamine hit anymore? Why am I here? This is a challenge of commitment, dedication, and sheer will. It is all those things for sure. Natural disaster tier list. I'm sure my audience of exclusively Pokemon fans would tune in for that one. Is there stuff in the creative process right now that you're doing? I mean, I've got like I'm finally working on the Too Many Types Soul Link video, or like that one's finally went into editing. And then we're working on the Mystery Dungeon Kaizo video. Joined the Saints bandwagon when they played like 2 games in SA. I forgot about that. That is true. I didn't think about the Saints having to relocate. But yeah, in terms of like ideas that I haven't streamed yet, no. Yeah, I kind of just got bogged down because I had like I basically the way that my video production works is I will write the script and then I annotate every single line for my editors on like what I think the vision would be. So that it takes a very long time. Like that process takes a really long time. And so I've just been between like having, because it's also hard because editors kind of came off of projects at the same time. And so I was having to try and balance like 3 different projects all at once. And usually it's kind of at a nice pace where I can work on one at a time, but having to work on all 3 all at once was just really stressful. So I haven't finished the script for the Mystery Dungeon Kaizo video, but basically the entire, well, really all it is it's just the first stream. The first stream is going to be edited down and like has the narration and everything, but the first stream just takes a lot longer just because there's so much stuff that you have to set up. So that'll be the most dense part. Like a lot of the other streams will be easier to chop around because you don't have to set up like, this is why this happens and like this is what we did here, because then once you've established all that, you can kind of just start going through progressively further and further. Yo, what's good, Snowball? Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. Welcome, Blaziken Fan 127. Huge first time chat. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of just trying to think about the next big thing. I want to get back to Run and Bun. I really do. But I've been waiting on the EK video, and I keep saying that, but it's like, man, I'm losing faith. So maybe one day that video will come out. So I have a weird passion for video creation when I was a kid, and it gets so complicated, but it's very interesting and fun. That's the thing. I love making videos. Like I'm in a huge upload drought right now. I haven't uploaded a video in a really long time, and it makes me sad because it's like I just love the process of uploading a video and hopefully it feeling good when you upload it. Hopefully people choose to watch it. When people don't choose to watch it, that always feels sad. So that it is definitely a toxic relationship. I do agree. Did you recently play any Unite off stream lately? No, I have not played Unite in a long time. It's been a while. Editing it isn't. Yeah. I'm glad that I have a really talented team of it. The problem with my editors is that they've gotten to a point where they're so good at editing where it's like it's almost hard for me to edit my own videos anymore because my editing skills are just so much worse compared to them. So it's like, man, I can't even make a video that lives up to my own standards now, which kind of sucks. Like I can guide it, I can be a good director and like a good producer, but I can't do the actual editing anymore. People argue with me on Twitter about Ring Fit not knowing my degree is really funny. That's why when I see that and I know you as a person, like Ring Fit in the top tier makes so much sense. But yeah, I can see, like, yeah, I can only imagine that you've had some very funny quote tweets throughout the day. It's so bad right now, but All Creamy is coming out tomorrow. I haven't had time for Unite. I want to play some more Cramorant though. Is Unite still popular? I don't know how popular it is anymore. People still play it. Incredible shirt, by the way. Can you guys read it? The wolf howls. Wait, the wolf howls, but the hawk tuas. Let's see. I can't get that close, but it's a great shirt. It's actually great cardio, wonderful motivator by turning jumping up and down into a JRPG. I had to explain. We had this. It was probably in some old shiny hunting stream where I was explaining to people. People were like, "Oh, Ring Fit speedrunners have got to be so jacked." I'm like, you could not get jacked. You could be fit. Like you'd have good cardiovascular health, but you're not gonna get rippling muscles playing Ring Fit Adventure. Like that's not how muscle building works. Favorite shiny in black and white? This shiny Sandile as soon as I get it. Yeah, I can't. Unite is one of those games where it's like, man, it's hard to make new Unite like, people always ask me, or people would ask me to make new Amiibo videos or new Unite videos or whatever. It's like I already did the ideas that I wanted to in those games. Like once I've exhausted all the ideas that I like, I'm not going to go back to a game unless I have a good idea for it. Yeah, I mean, unless you have my take about people who are just starting out trying to make YouTube videos, like your thought process should never be, I hope this does well. Like there's nobody that has expectations for anything that you're going to do except for yourself. And you shouldn't place those super high expectations on yourself because you don't know what makes a good video. Like you might think you know what makes a good video, but until you've done it, you can't know. So you just got to upload. You just got to make a video, click the upload button. Maybe people will like it, but you got to like it first. But I don't think you should ever go in with the mindset that I hope this does well. Yeah, I've actually never played Ring Fit Adventure. Improvement is an iterative process. Yeah, exactly. Still a Wii Fit ride or die, unfortunately. I thought it would be funny. I don't even know if you can do it. Maybe you could like mod a Wii too. Is there an uncapped like Wii Fit, the running mode in Wii Fit? I thought it would be funny to try to do an idea where I run a marathon in Wii Fit. Has CJ done that? I feel like CJ's done that or something. I think somebody's done that before already though. Master 1200 last season and had a bot game and the idling mid-match and getting angry at teammates. Normal like that is majority of games. 1200 plus? That's not like too crazy. What's the sticker? Is the sticker 1600? I forget what the sticker is. I think it's so funny that in Unite you have to get the you're grinding elo for the sticker that you can put on your player card to be like, see, I'm good at this game. Too scared to pick up Unite because I don't want to relapse into League. the little bite-sized 10-minute games, they'll suck you right back in. I want to play Unite on the Switch too. It runs a lot better. It runs like it does on mobile. Pick up some cram. My girlfriend got into Pokemon card collecting recently. So I've gone to a couple of card shows with her. And I was like, well, what should I... Unite is so bad, but that's what makes it fun. It's awesome. Just little bite-sized games. 10 minutes. That's all you need. But I was like, I wanted, you know, I was like, I'll collect something too. And so I decided that my goal with my Pokemon card collecting is just to collect every single Cramorant card. I'll show you guys my collection. I've only been to like 3 card shows, but I have almost all the Cramorant cards. And then I also have a bunch of cards from a YouTube video that Jacob never posted, where we open up a bunch of Crown Zenith Pokemon cards. I don't know why they never posted it, but I have all those. And then I have like all my childhood cards. But here are all the Cramorant cards that I own. And this is almost all of them. It's kind of hard to see with the light, but those are like just the regular reverses. I also have the Arrokuda because it's like the card right before in the set. You can see him about to die. That Arrokuda is about to die. And then you got these ones. Just some, I think this one right here. Wait, this one's like the illustrated rare. It's really cool. You can't really see it very well. But yeah, I scored a lot. The most recent card show that I went to, I got a bunch of them. There's this one super expensive Cramorant card. It's a Japanese promo card. Which I feel like now I'm committed, but it's like $300. Let's see. It is a lot of Cramorants. But yeah, that's most of the collection, honestly. Let me see. I'll pull up Pokemon Cramorant Japanese promo. It's a beautiful card. There's a Pikachu that goes along with it. Here, I'll get the... Let's see. Actually, I'll just do this. It's this card. Oops. Yeah, look at that. This card is sick, but it's also very expensive. Why is it going crazy? I think that's probably because I'm just in speed up. It's not normally that fast. But yeah, there's this Pikachu card that goes with it. And since people don't like Cramorant, I think you usually have to buy these as a set. But I would only buy this one if I find it out in the wild, because it's like $300 or something. So it's very, very expensive. And the reason I didn't want to get into Pokemon cards is because I didn't want to get I didn't want to spend a lot of money on them. But if I see this one, I might have to go a little crazy. But yeah. Let's see how much it's selling for right now. Let's see if I can on price charting. Okay, if I get one that's like, wait, loose for $19, that can't be right. Yeah, people really only sell them if they're graded. Someone's selling the stickers for $13 each. I think that's it. Yeah, I mean, like, maybe, like, the lowest is, like, $150. $1,000 PSA 10. My God. Yeah, but I think it would be fun to find in the wild. If I could find it in Japan, I think that would be really cool. I guess ungraded, it only goes, it goes for as little as maybe like $60, $70. So maybe it's not as bad. So the car, I also wanted to make like a, I wanted to make a little cool piece with my Emerald Kaizo E4 team. So there's like these mid-era cards that I think are really cool. Like some EXs of all the mons that I use in my Emerald Kaizo Elite 4. I think it'd be really cool to own those and then have like some, you know, framed, like frame them all with the screenshot of my Elite 4 team in game. I think that'd be really fun. I think that'd be a fun thing to do after I post the video. So if I ever post the video, maybe I can do that. I'm sure people have done that or would do that for like their run and bun E4 teams and stuff like that. I just think it's a really cool way to memorialize such a fun event. Yeah, my girlfriend is trying to catch. Her goal with collecting is to collect one of every Pokemon card, but they have to be, or one of every Pokemon, but she really wants them all to be like the illustrated rares or whatever, which are basically the Pokemon cards that like it's like a full art type thing. I don't know. I'm not super into it, so I don't know the lingo super well. Meanwhile, Yu-Gi-Oh! Has been bleeding player count. I went through a bunch of my old like Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon cards. Wait, hold on. I kind of want to show this. So this was like my shiniest card. Emergency teleport. Wait, you can't even read it. Emergency teleport. Well, you really can't see it. Wow, I should never get into card pack opening because it looks horrible. But I just wanted to like see all my old stuff and see if they were worth anything. It's too shiny, yeah. Maybe showing off all these shiny cards will grant me the shiny Pokemon. But I was looking them all. I was trying to look them all up, and when I looked up that card, the first listing was some eBay listing for $1,000. I was like, "Oh my god! I've been sitting on gold this whole time." I don't think anybody's buying it for $1,000. Oh yeah, you gotta do the. I haven't watched enough beauty YouTubers. Like, this is my it's an expensive goal. It's a goal that you have to have for over a very long time. But yeah, she spent quite a bit of money over the past few that we went to. So she was like, yeah, I probably need to chill. Meanwhile, my Cramorant cards are all like $1 to $2. Some of the ones that you look up, you know, I spend like $1. I think all the reverses were just in some 50-cent binder or something like that, I think. But if you look those cards up on TCG Player or something, they're worth like 2 cents. They're just such nothing Pokemon cards. Yeah, I mean all the full art all the like the illustration rares, they're all $1 to $2 usually. You can find most of them for $1, $2. Some of the more expensive ones get up to, you know, They definitely get a little pricier, but the large majority of them are just $1 to $2. But for 1,000 Pokemon, that's still over $1,000 at the very least. If you say on average they're all $2, that's still over $2,000. Yeah, I'm just trying to get people to appreciate Cramorant more. Maybe I need to do that after I've collected all the cards. EXs and VMAXs are like 5 to 10 depending where you look. Like, I don't know a lot, but I feel like most EXs and VMAXs, like just the regular ones, not the cool art ones, are like $1. I do love me some Cramorant. I wanted to. I think I finally played 1,000. No, I don't think I played 1,000 games yet, because I always wanted a Cramorant plushie, but they're very hard to find. You can only buy them on like secondhand markets now, because they just haven't made a Cramorant plushie in a long time. But when I got my gold Cramorant badge in Unite, I was like, okay, when I get the gold badge, I'll finally buy the Cramorant plush. And then it was still really expensive, and I was like, okay, when I play 1,000 games with Cramorant, then I will finally buy the plush, and I just still haven't bought it. I don't think I've played 1,000 games yet. I think I'm like over 900. I don't play I don't know anything about the trading card game. Nothing about it. I just have a few cards now. That's all I have. Don't know anything about it. Just buy the ones. Just buy the Cramorant cards. That's all I do. Pheasantipity EX is one of the current pricey EXs. Isn't that how it works? It's like if a Pokemon card is played a lot, then it's expensive. But I feel like the ones that don't get played, they're just like whatever, you know. Yeah, they're not particularly rare cards because they need people to be able to get the normal ones so they can play the game. 5,000 games of Jinx in League of Legends. Whew! To be fair, that's also over a lot more years. Yeah. You played since 2010, and when did Unite come out? Like 2021 or something like that? Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, the only thing I knew about Pokemon cards before I started, I wouldn't even really say I'm getting into it, but just started going to some of the events and stuff, is I used to watch all of the Max Mofo Pokemon videos. So that's where my knowledge comes from. So I really only know, the only thing I know about Pokemon cards is from the collector angle and not at all from the from like the player's angle. Season 3 started League, Season 1 Unite. I don't know, when did Pokemon Unite come out? Pokemon Unite release dates. Yeah, July 21st, 2021. Dang, 4 years of Pokemon Unite? That's crazy. Honestly, probably my most played game in those 4 years. I think Pokemon Unite is the video game that I have played the most. So that's a little sad. Good morning, Muda. It is currently 1:14 for me. Crazy thing is that I love bad MOBAs and I still don't like Unite. Dylan, maybe you should try. Maybe you should give Unite another try. Maybe it's time. Oh shoot, I just realized that when oh no, I've messed up. Hold on. Our time is gone. Hold on, I need to fix this. The encounter number is messed up. I was like, that's slow. Unite on Switch 2? Dylan, let's boot up Unite on Switch 2. Let's try it out together. Okay, so what was I at? So 34,452. So 34. Let's see. Then I've done. Let's see. What was I at? Like 96 or something like that. I'll just do this. One. Well, now I already forgot. I think it's 100. Okay, so just plus 41. So I'm at 34,493. We'll round up to 34,500. So I've done, in about an hour and a half, we've done 400 encounters. We're making great pace. Cannot deal with my FPS dropping to single digits during the only impactful team fight of the match. I think the Switch 2 fixes that. The Switch 2 basically is running how the mobile game did. So, you know, maybe you might enjoy it more if without the frame rate drops. I'm kind of excited to play on the Switch 2 and see how much better it actually is. You can actually toggle all of the different like player cards. 16 Wii's taped together. It sounds like the most powerful system of all time. I think it'll do it. I think we can make it happen. Top tier Pokemon. I mean, I feel like every Pokemon that gets released is a top tier Pokemon when it gets released. It's night and day difference on Switch 2. I believe it. I've watched somebody play it. I have not actually played it myself, but given how night and day it was from playing on the Switch versus on someone's mobile phone, I believe. I like how you have gone from criticizing how luck-based Kaizo Ironmon is to shiny hunting. I'm sorry, but if you think those are the same, if you think those are similar in concept, I don't know what to tell you. Not the same thing at all. I'm not saying that it's skillful that when I find this shiny. I'm not gonna be like, whoa, I used all my skill to get this shiny Pokemon. I always like to see if I could. It was always a fun mini game in Pokemon Unite if you could flip over every single person's card. I just hate that my poor Cramorant would always just get hit with random strays. Even though he was probably one of the best mons in the game, nobody ever played him. So I was like, oh, I get to, my main gets to be really good, and it doesn't matter because nobody plays him, so they're not going to nerf him, but they still did. Some people can flex they beat a game with one Pokemon like it is to flex to have so many shinies. I don't, it's not the same thing. That's not what it is. I'm still doing a Nuzlocke at the end of the day. It's still, all this is it's a vanilla Pokemon Black Nuzlocke with extra steps. Yeah, there's no downside to just griefing in Pokemon Unite. You will not get punished for bad behavior. I do actually. I haven't thought. I wonder how much more prevalent. Wait, because is there a microphone just on the Switch? It's the Switch 2 itself, or is that in the camera? I wonder how much more prevalent people yelling into the microphone will be with the Switch 2. Yeah, I mean, it was always super annoying that you could just... People would just get mad. They would, like, you could call jungle, and then they would get mad that you called it first. And they're like, I'm playing Snorlax. Why can't I go into the jungle? Meh. And then they would get mad at you. And then they'd start spam pinging you, and they'd just sit in the base. And then it's like, oh, this person was clearly playing the game. They did 0 damage the whole game, but clearly they were playing. Yeah, I mean, chat restricted, like, I just think losing a couple fair play points, like, people should probably be getting their accounts banned for constantly griefing in game. The shiny only Nuzlocke was probably invented by a guy that decided to abuse shiny claws. No, I think the shiny only Nuzlocke was created by YouTubers who know that people like clicking on shiny Pokemon and wanted to get a lot of views on YouTube. All right, take care, Darth Squidward. Thunder up, baby. Ooh, this time tomorrow night we'll know. Game 3 will be over. Still not going to use the microphone for Unite. I mean, that's fine. I just think it's funnier when they do. People do like clicking on the shinies. Yeah, some people are just so ridiculous. Just like such babies. Like, dude, just play the game. There's echo cancellation on Switch 2's microphone, so I assume that there's probably some sort of software compressor with the microphone for game chat too. I unfortunately know this because I played all of Switch 2 Welcome Tour. You are so knowledgeable, Gappy. You can convey all of the things to us. Look at the rare fish I caught last week for the game tomorrow. Nothing like a little seared barracuda and some basket. Wait, is that real? Did you actually catch a barracuda, Dylan? Shiny in question is Shiny Watchhog. Whoa. You better, YouTube chat, you need to calm down. If you're going to badmouth the Blue Eyes Gray Chipmunk, the actual MVP of the run, you will get banned. You're on thin ice. That's strike 1. Actually, that's strike 2. You compared... You didn't understand the difference between me criticizing Kaizo Ironmon and me shiny hunting. You're on thin ice, buddy. You didn't have the knowledge that Welcome Tour was a waste of $10. Well, somebody had to find out. Somebody had to find out. Look, Blue Eyes, this is like the one form of skill expression that we're actually doing with this shiny hunt. Look, we got... Don't disrespect the goat. This is the only shiny hunting tech that I know to have the Illuminate Mon in front. And boy howdy do we have him. This is why YouTube chat doesn't get to make it onto the overlay. You guys have to behave yourselves. Haven't been here in a while, but sadly I can't say since it's 3 a.m. Best of luck. Sonic Toe Picks, take care. You'll always be a legend here. Hope you have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Got some barracuda in the fridge, sheephead, and some rockfish. Dang. When'd you do that? That sounds fun. That'll be really cool. That's the way to celebrate. Oh god, I want the Thunder to win tomorrow so badly. The stress of watching game 4 when your team is down 2-1, it's a lot. That Denver game, oh my god, my heart was like pounding. My heart rate straight up gets up to like 150 watching Thunder games. The tense ones at least. I don't think my heart rate went above 100 watching game 2 of the finals. Catalina Island last week. Oh, that sounds awesome. That sounds like a super fun excursion. Yeah, Sonic Topix is a legend on the Captain Kid channel. Yeah, I don't know why Welcome Tour wasn't just packed in. Should have been. I've only heard from people that I should not play it. Don't spend $10 on it. Any updates on Crawdaunt Corey? No, I haven't heard anything from Crawdaunt Corey, unfortunately. I think Crawdaunt Corey might have just wanted to get their bag and get out, honestly. But I respect him. We did discuss the possibility of potentially inviting Crawdaunt Corey to a future draft lock race, which I think would be very funny. I don't know if he would be down, but I'd be for it. Sent fish pic on Discord. Let's look at this fish. Let's look at the fish. Whoa, that's awesome. Oh my, whoa, that one has like a crazy tongue. Those are some big old fish. Wow. Dang, that's insane. So how many of those did you get to keep? You got to keep 3 of those? Do you know how to like fillet it and everything? I wouldn't know how to chop one of those bad boys up. There's some big old fish, that's for sure. Yeah, I thought I was gonna wait until Legends Zaw to get a Switch 2, but I got caught up in the hype and was like, I do like Mario Kart, so I bit the bullet. It's a good shirt. It's a good shirt. I'm glad that this is the shirt I was wearing when we beat Watson in the Coachlock, so we can immortalize it forever. Could have kept them all if we wanted. Chose to keep 5 of them. Oh, they're already cut and cleaned. Okay, gotcha. Did they do that for you? Is that part of the service, I guess? Oh my god, dude. I'm starting to lose faith. This Sand Isle hunt is just crazy. Super rough fillet on the boat and just toss the remains into the Pacific. Screw it. Somebody will eat it. You should get that as a shiny. They don't know. They don't know. They don't know the trauma You don't know the Darumaka trauma. I wish I could say that I would love to get Darumaka, but unfortunately I cannot. Your old Switch is literally a fire hazard? Yeah, that doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound very good. Here, to the chatter that's just... Let's see. Just so you're not out of the loop. Oh no, oh no. Oh, I can't even type. There you go. There you go. Look at that clip and you will understand why we can't have Darumaka. We can't have nice things around here. I've been here too long and I won't leave without one. I can't play. I have to maximize my odds. It's a Nuzlocke. It's still a Nuzlocke. I have to try and give myself the best odds to win that I can. You want one to go so bad? You're missing the point. I want one in my Pokemon Black Nuzlocke, my shiny only Nuzlocke. I want to be free from this hell. My team is just not equipped to face the next gym. That is why we are here. If I felt confident that I could beat the gym, I would have moved past this. But no, I can't. I don't feel confident, and therefore I'm stuck here. Thank you, Daduki Wooker. Welcome to the stream. Let's see. We got like 30 minutes left of this this playlist. Let's just go. I'm gonna finish out this playlist, I think, for this video. Well, the encounter is cumulative. That's for every encounter that I've gotten in the entire game. However, we have been here for like 17,000 encounters. So we are more than double. We have doubled the odds looking for this stupid shiny Sandile. And the process of throwing out the Pokemon takes so long. So the fabled, infamous Ghastly hunt in Pokemon Heart Gold Soul Silver actually took less time despite a significantly larger amount of encounters. This hunt has taken so much longer because of that stupid Sandstream animation that plays every time. The throw animation, the sparkles, these stupid Sandile with their intimidates. Everything, it's just a perfect storm of all of this extra that makes it take so much longer than it should. How many have been Sandile? I mean, like, I would take anything at this point. It's still a lot of encounters. I'm not saying I'm sitting here until I get a shiny Sandile. It's a Nuzlocke. I have to take the first shiny I get. That's why I try to hunt to maximize my odds, but we lost the 50-50 in the castle. We got the stupid shiny Darumaka where we had the 1v3. We had the 1 in 3 chance at it, or whatever it was. It was close to it. I mean, Scraggy would be okay. Scraggy is a dark type for later. So we would accept a Scraggy. Really, the only one we don't want to see is Darumaka. Maractus would be the second worst. Dwebble is not great, despite how much I do love that line. It evolves so late. You don't even get it for the flying type gym. You don't even get Crustle for the flying type gym. But yeah, I'm desperate. I'm begging. At this point, I'm just begging. Like, please. Most ideal shiny, it's Sandile and it's not close. I just really want a ground type. I need a ground type badly. Like Scrag, anything. The Emolgas are a big problem. We have to fight 2 stupid Emolga. And we're not well equipped to do that at all. How do I look so good with my hair and beard? I just make sure to use good product, take care of it. That's it. Just gotta take care of it. Groom it. You just gotta be well groomed. Yeah, Crustle was my OG Unite main, and it made me like that guy a lot. Manifesting your mask. So look, you don't have to manifest it. You don't have to manifest it. It's right here. It's already here. The problem is a lot of my mons are like minus special defense too. This looks like the most painful playthrough. Yeah, that's why I got these bad boys on. I had to get compression gloves because it was actually hurting. I was taking real life physical damage from this shiny hunt. It's been so long. I got the gloves. I had to get the gamer gloves too. 250 feet deep and we're a bitch to reel in. Fully expect them to taste terrible. They sell rockfish in Japan, so it's got to be like pretty good. I can't speak on any of those 3 fish. I've never tasted any of them. Pre-modern odds. Yeah, trust me. I will never be doing this idea ever again. I got in too deep. I had so much momentum. All the other shinies, the first 4 shinies all came in so quickly. And I got too confident. I got very cocky. I was like, oh, it's going to be easy. Like, we're breezing through this. And now I want to get like 7 shinies. I want to get, but now I'm thinking maybe I just get these 6 and I just roll with it. I think this might be the last shiny I get. You don't have a guaranteed catch on any of these either? Well, I mean, I should be able to catch them. I'm not worried about catching them. It's just that they could die. Like, I could have spent these multiple hours, like tens of hours at this point, looking for this shiny Sandile. And it could die 5 minutes after I get it. You play any sports before? Yes. I played basketball in high school. And then I played basketball growing up. And then I also played golf for like a year in high school, despite having never played golf. Did not like that one. Did I play 2 in b-ball? Oh yeah, I don't know what else I was gonna play. Didn't have good handles. Wasn't tall. Wasn't tall enough to play like any position above that. So yeah, I was a good old shooting guard. Lickitung Sitting Cutie isn't restocked. Sad day. Said I don't think that's gonna happen. If I play like pickup or something now, I like handling the ball. But playing competitive basketball, it was too much. I didn't have I could definitely handle the ball pretty well in like random pickup games, but back then it was more of a you know, that was too much pressure. Twitch is not doing me dirty. I know exactly what I'm doing. Very bad. How tall am I? I'm not that tall. I'm 5'10". So that's why basketball was not in the cards as a long-term thing for me. I saw the writing on the wall. I was like, yeah, I should probably focus on academics. That's probably better for me. What song is this? This is from like, yeah, Second Dark Matter from Super Mystery Dungeon. Which I want to play. I want to play through Super Mystery Dungeon now after having played Mystery Dungeon Kaizo. I kind of have like a little Mystery Dungeon kick. I think it would be fun to finally play that one because I've heard that it's good. And then I want to play Gates to Infinity, which I've heard is not good. I actually booted up my Super Mystery Dungeon playthrough. I'd played like 9 hours. I had no memory of playing that game. I had zero memory. Weighed 125, so if I ever got switched onto a 4 or 5, it was a free bucket. I think my experience was very similar. You'd still smoke me? What makes you say that? You have no idea. I could be goated. I wouldn't be so confident. I have the size. I also have really great length. As all basketball players do, or as all good basketball players do, I have a longer wingspan than my height, so I've got a little bit of length. So I'll block your shot. I think I'd lock you up. Yeah, it's funny to go back and watch some of my old basketball tape from whenever I was in middle school and high school. I remember on my middle school team, there was this kid that he thought he was really good. He was some kid who could like handle the ball pretty well. He probably tried to play like he was Allen Iverson all the time. And dude was just like a shot chucker. It was so annoying to play with a kid like that because he was not very good, but he thought he was very good. And he could not shoot the ball well at all. And he would just like chuck up threes from the top of the key. It's like, dude, just pass the ball. And so it was funny going back and watching some of the middle school games, and like there would be like 3 or 4 possessions in a row where he would just take horrible shots, and then I would get the ball and then we'd score, and then it was just like rinse and repeat of this happening over and over again, where it was like I just had to do all this extra work because this kid was he was like actively sabotaging the team. OKC felt in 2017. Dark era. Westbrook, I will say, much better player than this random Oklahoma middle schooler. Playing DB in football definitely helped me play great D on the court. My high school football coach always tried to get me to play. Or no, he was the middle school football coach, and he was the high school golf coach. But he always wanted me, because we would play, he was the PE teacher, so we would play ultimate football all the time in PE, and he really wanted me to go out and play, he really wanted me to go out and play cornerback for him. But I was too locked in on basketball. I was like, this is the sport I've chosen. I don't want anything else with this. 17 years old, pretty fast, but I'm not built to plow through a line of 6 foot, twice my size and effort. It's just not happening. So I didn't go with the failed 3 times. Yeah, I was just too scared to play football. I like watching football, but I was like, nah, I don't want to deal with that. That's That's why God made the wide receiver position. Beautiful. Really ain't bad 99% of the time, but that 1% of the time. What if you're the one doing the tackling though? If you're tackling, then it's worse, because then you're always hitting people. I just didn't want to find out. I wouldn't want to find out. I'm gonna be real. I don't think it's happening tonight. I don't think tonight's the night. I'm gonna be honest. Playing flag football. Oof. Yeah, that sounds horrible. Yeah, it's also 147 for me. And I kind of want to get to bed soon. I guess I'll probably just stop like right at 2. So I have something that I want to do in the morning. Kind of need to wake up a little earlier than I normally do for that. So staying up too late is not great. I also stayed up very late last night. So I would like to not do that again, but I'm not doing anything after this stream. As soon as this stream is over, I'm going to try and wind down and then go to bed. It's been a minute. I mean, I really haven't, because like when Ultra and I streamed the Coachlock last time, that was another pretty short stream, and so we did that, and then so like if I'd done another short stream today, it would have been hadn't streamed in 3 weeks. Stream once, don't stream again for another week, and then both of those streams are an hour and a half. So what, 3 hours worth of streams and an entire month. But that's just kind of how it goes sometimes. Probably, I just don't think I'm gonna stream a whole lot before my trip, because I just got to get those other videos out. I mean, depending on how long the Kaizo the Mystery Dungeon Kaizo script takes me, maybe like next week I can stream a lot, but just not a great time. I think after the trip is when we'll start locking in on the streams again. July is gonna be a big streaming month. I feel it. I feel it. Human body coup for 10 days before you die or sleep. I would not test that. Personally, I would not try that. Personally, I don't think that's the best idea. Yeah, I don't think you should go more than 24 hours without sleep. I don't think that's a great way to live your life. Yeah, some of those travel days, like traveling to Japan, and those days where you do end up staying awake for more than 24 hours are just brutal. Like whenever I flew back from Pokemon Worlds, I was like, oh, I'll just take the red eye from Hawaii. That was a horrible mistake. If I could sleep on planes, it would be one thing, but I just can't. So, you know, I take the red-eye flight. I land in California and it's early, so it's like, oh man, you just get so screwed up. It was a bad idea. Yeah, 24 hours of being awake is not fun. I try to limit it as much as I can. But it's usually just travel days because I just can't sleep on planes, so. Are you going with anyone to Japan? No, I'm going by myself. Just me. This song kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie. Not a fan of this. We love Pokemon Hawaii edition. I can't wait to love Pokemon San Francisco edition. Or not San Francisco, Anaheim. I can't wait to love Pokemon Anaheim edition in August. Yeah, San Francisco's next year. It does kind of suck for the people that live in California if they wanted to travel somewhere fancy and new. Hawaii is a really cool destination to have Pokemon Worlds. For my first Pokemon Worlds to be in Hawaii, I'm gonna say I'll say it. I don't think Anaheim is gonna quite live up to the hype that Pokemon Worlds Hawaii did. Yo, Pokemon Worlds in Ohio, yeah. It is kind of crazy that it's only been in Japan once. You would have thought that they would have had Worlds there a lot more. Yeah, I think the one in San Francisco is going to be huge. 30th anniversary. 30th anniversary of Pokemon. Like they're going to go crazy. Is this going to be the stream for the next 7 minutes? Yes. Until it won't be. But I mean, we were doing stuff earlier. It hasn't been the whole stream. But welcome to the shiny hunting streams. This is usually what they look like. But hey, once I get this shiny, then we'll actually play the video game. Shiny Maractus is the last encounter. I mean, random town in Slovenia. They would never do that because they also have to make it easy for people to get to. That's why they like having it in Hawaii, because Hawaii is this nice middle ground for Japanese players and American players. Both of them can travel there. And it's not like too crazy long. You know, you have to be 25 to rent a car. I do know that. Thankfully, I'm over the age of 25. I've never had to rent a car in America. I did rent a car in Japan. That was fun. I don't know. It sounds like Columbus might want to reroute some road. If that's like a consistent problem, I feel like they might want to do something about that. Tesla autopilot went rogue. Just one more lane. Look, just keep adding them. Maybe this is one less lane. If we keep having stuff ram into buildings, maybe that means we need one fewer lane. One lane that's not as close to the convention center. Shiny Dwebble? I mean, not really. Dwebble could be okay for the E4, or Crustle could be okay for the E4, honestly, but honestly might be pretty good. I'd have to look at when it gets Shell Smash, but unfortunately you don't get Crustle for the flying type gym, which kind of sucks. It's just that it evolves so late. It's just the usual Unovan problem where a Mon doesn't evolve in time for where you'd want to use it. I think I looked it up. I'm pretty sure, let's see. Crustle Gen 5. 1 sec. Yeah, it doesn't get Shell Smash until 43, which is pretty late. Okay, I did say I was going to go until the end of this playlist, and this playlist or this video has 5 minutes left. So you guys get you get like a bonus 2 minutes in here. The one Gen 5L, for whatever reason. Maybe in those last 2 minutes. In those last 2 minutes, we'll definitely get this shiny Pokemon. Thoughts on Gen 8? I don't love it, but I do think that it gets hated on more than it should. Look, we're huffing that hopium right now. I just don't I don't think it's gonna happen. I've lost all faith. Maybe we need a full dedicated shiny hunting stream. Yeah, people saw the tree and they said this game is bad. Legends Zaw is gonna suck. I hope it's better. I hope it's better than Arceus. I hope it doesn't feel the same where it's like, oh, catching Pokemon in the overworld is really fun. And then it's not fun anymore and you're like, oh, that's all the game was. Oh, the game is no longer fun when the catching the Pokemon thing isn't fun anymore. So I'm hoping it's better than that, but we'll see. Pokemon yet? I don't even know what Pokemon is. Pokemon Champion should be really cool. If it's just basically Pokemon Showdown, but official, that would be pretty cool. Balatro Pokemon? I've never played Balatro, so no. But I'm still gonna play it. I did pre-order mine. I realized that maybe this wasn't the best idea ever. I don't know, orders from the Pokemon Center on .com or whatever are usually pretty good at getting out pretty fast. But I've never ordered a game from them, so I'm like, Typically, the unfortunate reality of being a content creator is that you kind of have to go with the option for video games that is the most accessible at the earliest possible time, which is always going to be a digital download. And I'm hoping that I don't get the game like a week later. But I want to choose my starter based off of the plushie that they send. I got the pre-order, so they're going to send me a plushie with it. So I'm just gonna get whoever my I'm gonna choose my starter based on whatever the plushie is that they send me. So I think that's a fun little way to do it. Got me about 2 to 3 days after release. Ooh, that's gonna be uh-oh. Yeah, and the issue is it's not like there's 2 versions of the game. If there were 2 versions of the game, I could justify getting the one pre-order and then like, okay, well then I have the different game. But nope. It's just one Legends so to be fair, my Legends Arceus content was really bad. That was like before I was really making, but so my Scarlet content, my Scarlet Violet content was also really bad. So, oh well. Within a few days of placing it, but there's also fulfillment center in Columbus. Yeah, no, my shipments always come super fast too. Thanks for watching. Oh no, that's it. Now we get Nintendo Fruity. Oh my god, can you imagine? I thought for a second. All right, get your one last whiff of hopium in. All right, hold it. Don't let it out. Don't let it out. Come on, please. Bridge is up. Come on. Oh, man. Well, all right, one more. We can't end on Darumaka. We have to get one Sandile. Come on. Come on. Oh, okay. Come on, Darumaka. Let's stop. I know it's you again. Let's be chill here. Stream 90, no shiny Sandile. We're getting up there. We have done a lot of these. Okay, I just want like one more but just one more Sandile though. But like what if we did one more Sandile? Okay, but surely for now. Oh, okay. But like, what? Just one more. It's like a 40% chance of happening. Like we gotta get it eventually. It's gonna happen again, right? Right here, right? Oh my god. Okay. What is this actually? Stream 20? Oh no, it's like 25 or something. Remember Dracomon? How could I ever forget? There it is, and it's not shiny, but we tried. We tried. I tried my best. I thought you were gonna look, eventually if I keep doing this, if I just keep shiny hunting, we'll eventually get one. Anyways, this was fun. A good return to the pits. I appreciate all of you for watching, whether you are on YouTube. Hey, the YouTube stream, people seem to enjoy the shiny hunting, so we might have to do a full shiny only stream here soon. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me. Is anybody I know still streaming? Kindle Cost is doing Dockless EK, or sorry, Calculus EK, and it looks like they are on the Seafloor Cavern Archie fight right now, so I'll send you over there. That's a pretty dope time to tune in on. Very impressive challenge run for sure. So go enjoy that. Thank you all so much for watching. If you are not in the Discord, feel free to. Oh wait, I'm not signed in. Whatever. Just type command Discord if you want to join the Discord really badly. For YouTube viewers, I think it's in the description, but if not, find it some other way. Come over to Twitch. Anyways, thanks everybody for watching. I appreciate you for joining the stream. Hopefully we'll see you soon. Definitely not tomorrow night. Probably not Thursday night. Maybe like next week. All right. Anyways, see ya.